Good morning. I was just thinking, I can't remember, is it today or was it yesterday that the Chrisleys were having to report to penitentiary?
Oh, is it already?
I think, huh?
Is it already?
I think so, yeah. I think it's today. Man. But my source is my wife, so, you know, because she keeps up with the celebrity tea and whatnot. And so Todd Chrisley is going to penitentiary for 12 years, right? And she's going for 8.
Something like
today. They show up, and they both go at the same time. Mm-hmm. So you think about that. If you're about to go to penitentiary, and he's 53, and he serves his whole time, which he probably won't. 12 years. What will the world look like in 12 years? I mean, if you go into penitentiary for 12 years whenever you're 22, that's different than going in for 12 years when you're 53.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Man. So she celebrated her 50th birthday over the weekend. So they had a big celebration, and then they report to prison today.
I don't know that I want to have a party like 2 days before. I just probably want to be mellow. I don't know that I want a huge blowout because I can't possibly imagine she's having fun.
You do if you're them. They're just such terrible people. Yeah.
I wouldn't want anybody in the house. I think I'd be like, just give me a couple of days to just like mellow out, take a bath or something. Like I just want to relax.
You know, I'm working on that. I'm trying to work on that this year, Riggins. I'm trying to work on that, not hating Mario Lopez for no reason at all.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. But I think the Chrisleys rank right up, or my new. I've never liked them, and I've always thought he was fake and a fraud. And turns out I was right. And I just think they're terrible.
I don't even know what they did.
It's a lot of tax evasion, and apparently they did some shady stuff with loans. That they took out some loans for false purposes, and they were using the loans to live off of, and it's millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Okay, but they didn't kill anybody.
No, they didn't kill anybody.
They didn't rape anybody or
no.
You know, pass around fentanyl to kill kids or anything like that. Okay.
No. It's a loan. I'm gonna pay you back. That's what I'm like. Come on, it's a loan.
Yeah. Conspiracy to commit bank fraud, wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit tax evasion.
Okay, so they didn't actually do any of it. They just were talking about doing it.
They conspired.
No, they got. They did some bank fraud, some wire fraud. They were convicted of those two. Well, those two, bank fraud and wire fraud, they were convicted of. Then there was also a conspiracy to commit bank fraud and a conspiracy to commit tax evasion.
You just say conspiracy. I'm conspiring right now to kill Riggins before the end of the show. Now, if I don't do it, is that a crime?
I don't know.
You gonna lock me up?
Yeah.
I got to go to penitentiary?
You can't conspire. Yeah. It's in the Christmas song. Later on, we'll conspire.
Right.
How's that a crime?
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
And you have to rub your hands together when you're conspiring. It makes it really.
Yeah. If you don't have that part, it's not a crime.
That's what they say. Right now, Giselle is one of the top trending topics. And I thought, Giselle, what's new? Oh, people are just making jokes because Tom Brady and his Buccaneers suffered a pretty embarrassing defeat in a wild card playoff game last night against the Cowboys.
Yeah, have we seen the last of the GOAT?
Yeah. So people are now making jokes that Tom Brady is going to be crawling back to Giselle on his hands and knees saying, take me back, take me back. I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
Yeah, 31-14, the Cowboys beat Tampa Bay in Tampa last night. Tom Brady was quoted after the game as saying, quote, one day at a time, end quote. Future up in the air.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Sweet.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you.
So now he's lost his wife over the return to football.
Yeah.
And now he suffers an embarrassing defeat. They say he's got a new girlfriend, but I don't know. Do you think he's going to try to fix things? I mean, they're divorced.
No.
The divorce is final.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I think
it's already final.
Huh? I think when they made the announcement, like it had already been settled up. And
yeah.
Well, maybe he'll get a woman that's on his level of looks, up to his level.
You think?
Yeah. I don't think she's that hot.
I would agree. I think he's better looking. Yeah. And I think she's beautiful, but I think he's a better looking man than she is for a woman.
Well, that's That's a objectively ridiculous statement.
No, not at all.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What?
that Tom Brady is not better looking for
Tom Brady is better
Giselle.
looking than Giselle.
Yeah, he is. Because she's not. I mean, she's not that great. She's not.
I'm not going to say that, TJ.
I will. I mean, I'll go
I
on
think
record.
she's beautiful.
She's not that beautiful. I see people every day in the streets that are as pretty as Giselle or better.
I would agree with that.
Every day.
I can find 10 people on TikTok right now.
And I'm going to say, if you're going to be Brazilian, look Brazilian. Damn.
But Tom Brady,
ridiculous
forget all the rest of that, Riggins. Tom Brady is better looking than Giselle.
It's just a
Lamar
dumb thing to say.
Jackson is better looking than Giselle.
Exactly. I mean, it's dumb.
The quarterback of the Ravens.
Okay. Well, that might be a little much.
Better looking than Giselle panties bunching.
Ridiculous argument to make.
Okay.
It's totally ridiculous.
It's very subjective.
Not on that one, I don't think.
No, it is.
No, he looks. No. Anyway, so it's Cowboys, Brady, Giselle, and then Kid Rock is trending.
Kid
Because
Rock is better looking than Giselle.
Why is Kid Rock trending?
Kid Rock is trending because somebody made a comment about Kid Rock being the ultimate alpha male. Agree? Disagree?
Ultimate alpha male?
I'm not going to say ultimate, no.
Yeah. He also did a sit-down
I like
interview.
him, though.
He did an interview with Bill Maher, which he had a lot of people talk. Interesting conversation.
There's
Another man better looking than Giselle.
Yeah.
Bill Maher.
That Kid Rock, Bill Maher interview was pretty good too because they talked about the times when they just think the other one says stupid stuff and how they can still be friendly, but they think the other one's an idiot at times. And it was pretty interesting to hear the people expressing that point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like all that.
Yeah, it's
The other side's evil.
stick with it.
Yes.
Stick with it.
Don't you know?
That's not going to bring us together.
I don't care. How you gonna come together with this? How you going as Marxist Mitch McConnell says? How you gonna meet them on the 40-yard line?
Okay.
We're being on the 40-yard line by partisan.
Is Mitch McConnell better looking than Giselle?
No.
No. Okay, I found one.
But he's the only one so
'Cause
far
he-
that's
'cause
not.
He's an ugly Marxist.
And speaking of Kid Rock, today is National Classy Day. On January 17th, we honor those class acts and commemorate the birth of one of the most legendary comedians to ever walk the earth. That would be Miss Betty White. So it was.
So this is a
inspired.
relatively new phenomenon, this National Class Day?
I think
Classy
so.
Day?
And I don't know.
I
Betty
don't
White
think
later
she was
in life, I don't
classy.
think.
She was a filthy mouth,
Yeah.
vulgar. Talk like a lot lizard.
Just gonna see how deep you were gonna go on her. But yeah, apparently she's the epitome, the epitome of class. So I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that is what's happening today. And those are just a few things that are now trending.
There is a clip of the President of the United States that is going around that I guarantee you 3 times today, later this afternoon, you're going to be singing along with the President because you just can't get it out of your head what you hear. It's that good. That audio is that delicious. And group therapy. Should she be concerned about something his old friend said? His old friend happens to be female. Group therapy and that next.
Hear the Ace and TJ show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ show. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah.
That's
I don't know how you get, I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I'll tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up, and there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No. But,
Now you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
But it's his mistake for going to college.
Exactly.
Being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism.
Marxism, maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give
do
me
you
one
have
of them.
them?
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody.
There's
I've been telling y'all.
on the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use, so student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
One student.
Oh, she.
Bones.
And as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, Cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
Yeah, I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it
4-year
was?
degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
It's
she'll
going
be
to work
fine.
out for her
She'll
no matter
be
what?
fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find a rich man.
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just looked up and I was like, why
It's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does, I guess, like photography, maybe. I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff, but she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her profile picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show, as Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot of
What?
people like our TikToks.
Yeah.
That's not what
We
we
have
know.
millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Look, I'm going to make your entire day with a little audio clip that's going to make you laugh, and then you'll be singing the song the rest of the day, coming up in about 30 seconds on the Ace and TJ Show.
First, you need to know about how great Omaha steaks are. You know, when Omaha Steaks shows up at your front porch or wherever you have the packages delivered, you know that you've got something great, and you're going to get so excited once you've tried the Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com with the promo code TJ. You're going to save a lot of money. You can get $30 off your order at checkout. Now, you save up to 55% on select Omaha steaks and some of the favorites at Omaha Steaks right there. Boom. 55% you're saving, and then the $30 off at checkout with the promo code TJ at omahasteaks.com. We're talking about mouth-watering, juicy steaks, as well as entire meals and comfort foods and all. So it is time for you to stock up on all of your favorites. Things can be so easy for you if you order the Omaha Steaks delivery package right to your door, or order it for somebody else. If you care about somebody, you'll do this. If you don't care about them, you won't do it.
You won't do it.
It's just the way it works. So, delicious, wonderful food from omahasteaks.com with the promo code TJ. You'll save $30 at checkout, along with saving up to 55% on select Omaha Steaks customer favorites. It is omahasteaks.com, promo code TJ. Minimum order may be required.
Yesterday was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the President of the United States, Joe Biden, was giving a speech, and in attendance where he gave his speech was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s, MLK the Third was there with his wife. And, well, quite simply, and this happened.
Who I understand, his birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, you sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you.
Singing to the wife now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you.
Is that not one of the greatest things you've ever heard? It's so great.
Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you.
Joey, what are we doing, Joey?
Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy.
It sounded like he was going to start Val, but it's not.
Happy birthday, dear Valen.
There's 1,000 ways he could have played that if you don't know somebody's name. I mean,
stop singing. Let the rest of the people sing.
Exactly.
He's holding. Here's what you do. He's holding the microphone. Always turn the mic to the crowd. Give it to the crowd. Let it be loud for her.
Yeah.
He's already been up there lying the whole time, talking about being a civil rights activist and all this, knowing that he was a segregationist.
That is
the record
just,
shows he was a segregationist, and then he gonna blow somebody's birthday song.
That is so phenomenal. I made my entire day.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right. If you ever have an issue, problem, question, you need some assistance, advice, but you can't turn to your friends and family, you can always turn to the Ace and TJ radio family. We do group therapy every Tuesday. You can DM us anytime. Just say, hey, this is for group therapy. And we'll see if we can get it on for you. But she put her name on this, but I'm not going to say her name. It said, my boyfriend and I have been together for a little over 2 years. After about a year together, we went back to his hometown, and I met one of his female friends he used to hang out with. While there, she made comments that immediately made my female intuition scream that she regretted never taking a chance with him romantically. He claimed this was ridiculous, and that if she'd wanted him, she'd had ample opportunity to make her move over the years. Well, fast forward a few months, and we were, quote unquote, on a break. While on this break, he made vacation plans with some friends. After solidifying them, we got back together. Now, granted, I wasn't thrilled about him going without me, but I trust him. And he promised he'd never go on a trip with her without me again. Nothing happened between them on the trip, and they haven't seen each other since. We've been happy, made plans for the future, and we're preparing to move in together. But he came home today from working out of town for a few days, nowhere near her, and announced that he's made vacation plans with her and a couple of other friends again, and those plans do not include me. When I said why, he said it was because, one, I didn't get scuba certified, and two, because I'm a single parent. I shouldn't travel to that area of the world because it's quote unquote not safe.
So he's saying it because he cares about her.
Other than 2 trips to his hometown and a 2-night trip to Gatlinburg, we've never gone on vacation together. Am I wrong to be upset? Is this a huge red flag that's waving, or am I overreacting and need to up my anxiety medication? I think the last part was kind of a joke, but. So, he did go on a group trip of which she was a part, but again, it was all set up when they were on a break. But now, after telling her he would never go on a trip with that girl again without her, he and the group are going diving, and the girl's part of the group again. But he said, you're a single parent, shouldn't be in that part of the world, and you're not scuba certified.
I told you to get that certification.
So, is she wrong to be upset? And is this a huge red flag in their relationship, in their future?
Yeah.
Thoughts, TJ?
It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Of course he doesn't want you. Leave. Get your kids away from that.
Yeah.
He's not ready to commit to you. You're hanging on to something that you think is going to be there when it's not, because it seems like you just want to make a relationship out of something that's not there. He's more interested in being with his group of friends, including that woman. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, and I'd be curious to know what she thinks, what she means by we are preparing to move in together. Does that mean there's been a conversation or two about it? Or if we were to move in together, would you move in here? Would I move in there? What, that kind of thing. Because I get the feeling that she thinks they're much farther along than he thinks based upon this information. Riggins?
I mean, it seems pretty cut and dry to me.
I thought so.
I think, sometimes you love somebody or you want to make a life so bad that you're willing to kind of be blind to certain things. But this one just seems like it's blatant and obvious and bad. Especially because she's a mom.
Yeah, and he said, I will not go on a vacation with that girl again without you.
Yeah.
And then he books the exact same thing again without her.
Yeah.
Rob, any thoughts?
She should have got that certification.
Good point. That's a good point, Rob.
You can't know. You can't know if that was really not the case if you didn't get your certification.
Good point. If you had your certification, would you have invited her? What are you going to do then? So at the
because he
ASTJ
said
show,
that she doesn't need to be in that part of the world.
That's true.
She's got
Oh,
kids.
yeah, you're right.
He's probably right about that.
Yeah. At the ASTJ show, we've got it posted. You can see it for yourself. But let us know your thoughts on today's edition of Group Therapy. We'll get your answers next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before.
Wait a minute.
At acetj.com or acetj.tv, you can hear and see the Ace and TJ show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, a story no one was really supposed to know about found its way to the internet. And that is when all hell broke loose. Details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. A man by the name of Matt Drudge, yes, the Drudge Report, leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yes, that is what launched the entire Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that lasted 4 years afterwards and has followed both of them to this very day. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
If you're watching on YouTube, which you can do all the time now, just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. You just saw this fact, but I love this. Today in history, it was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. And people forget this is how this whole thing started. A man by the name of Matt Drudge leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and a White House intern named Monica Lewinsky. And we were off to the races with that whole scandal. But people forget, that was the Drudge Report was where that whole thing started, which kind of launched internet journalism.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because he worked at a deli or something in the Capitol building, right? He wasn't in journalism.
Yeah, I don't know what his full background is.
Yeah. Then he ended up being, a respected journalist and conservative reporter and all that. And now he's just a piece of crap.
I don't know anything about him now.
Turncoat.
Yeah.
Really?
But that's just wild to think. Not only did that start that whole Clinton Lewinsky scandal and that whole thing that nearly brought down a president, but it also launched the age of internet journalism. That's where that whole thing began. And 17 years ago today, the 5th season of American Idol premiered. That's the one with Catherine McPhee and Kelly Pickler.
Kelly Pickler.
Who was from where? Like, I know it's the Charlotte area, but I can't remember exactly where.
I don't remember the North Carolina town.
So
it was close to Gastonia, I think, wasn't it?
It wasn't Belmont or somewhere, was it?
Albemarle.
Yeah. Albemarle. Thank you, Rob. I didn't know this. Y'all probably did. I have a feeling TJ may have told me this one time a long time ago, but I'm not sure. But I'm way into it. Not trying to ruin your dry January, but some advice. Do you know that you get drunk faster if you use Diet Coke as a mixer than regular Coke?
Yeah.
I did not know that. According to a doctor from the UK, it's all about sugar versus artificial sweetener. The sugar in regular Coke makes it so your stomach empties slower into the small intestine, which slows down the alcohol as it goes into your bloodstream. Diet Coke's artificial sweetener doesn't slow things down in the same way. It's also why you get drunk faster on an empty stomach. There's nothing to stop the alcohol from going straight to your blood. So if you're looking to catch a buzz pretty quick, apparently Diet Coke is the trick.
Yeah, or no mixer. Diet or otherwise. That's all you're doing is looking to catch a buzz.
Yeah.
I'm looking to catch a quick buzz.
Yep.
Give me a Jack and Diet Coke. Hold the Diet Coke.
There's something that seems to change as you get older. Like, let's catch a quick buzz and we'll go do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would hope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of proud of that. You ever think about, let's just get a quick buzz. Although, when I went to the Panthers game, my wife is pregnant, so when we went to the Panthers game a couple of weeks ago, she's like a pusher because, she can't drink now and had been doing 75 hard before she found out she was pregnant for about 45 days. So, whatever, 45 days and now 4 months. So, it's like 5 months she hasn't had to drink. We're at the Panthers game, and she's going, you should get a shot. I'm like, you don't get a shot at the Panthers game, do you?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm just trying to get a beer. Yeah. I don't need a shot of Fireball or anything. I'm just trying to
drink it, pledge.
I swear. That's exactly what it sounds like about half the time around my house.
Get a shot.
You might as well get something to drink while you're here. I'm like, it's Tuesday at 2:00. I'm fine.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
We've talked about Rob. Had a whole big deal several weeks ago about how he doesn't like to talk to people outside of this room, including 9-year-old children who come to his try to get into the gate at his house to go up to the door to sell him lemonade. He watched them on his doorbell camera until they went away, but not until they cussed him and said he sucks and got quite hostile.
He sucks.
All the while, he was in there cowering in fear, wanting them to go away. Just go away. Just go away. So, Rob, what happened yesterday
So yesterday I had my doctor's appointments I told you about, but before then I had time to go home and do some work and sit around with the dog, and of course took my pants off, laying on the couch. While I was there, I got a Ring notification that someone was at the driveway. I checked it. There was a van out there. Then I got the notification that somebody's at the front door, which is another step in. That's where you can see him on the front porch. And this person locked themselves into said porch. So they closed the door behind them. And to be fair, they were Amazon driver. And he took a picture and could not figure out how to get out of the porch.
So did you buzz him in, or he?
No, it's just a latch on a fence.
Yeah.
And it opens on one side, and it's a little bit more difficult to open on the inside. I get it. But he could not figure it out. He was stuck. And I just had happened to check the notification to see what was going on, and I saw panic in his eyes. Just absolute panic. And he could not figure it out at all. So he then decided to climb the fence, scaled it.
Oh no!
And so you never thought about going out and helping him get out of the yard?
I wouldn't have been able to get out there in time because his panic was quick, and he was like, "I gotta get out of here."
So because you weren't wearing pants, you wouldn't have been able to get up off the couch, put on pants, and go outside and say, "Let me help you, buddy. Unlock the gate for you."
I just didn't have time. I had to go find the pants because they weren't right beside me.
Or is it because you were not gonna go outside? And
by the time I had seen that he had gone over the fence, I was in the kitchen about to go out there. I was close, so close.
You had put your pants back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't buckle the belt, just put pants on.
Yeah, that's always great. A man comes to the door with his belt clanging. Clang, clang, clang. And so we have you pulled the audio of what he sounded like?
Yeah, he didn't say much, but he did have one phrase that he said as soon as he made the realization.
Okay.
Let's see if we can hear it.
I think I locked myself in the gate.
Himself in the gate.
Yeah.
I think I locked myself in the gate.
I think I locked myself in the gate.
And there's a picture of it right now up on the YouTube feed if you're watching. I sent the picture to Todd.
Where he's jumping back over the wall.
He's jumping over the fence.
Yeah.
That is hysterical.
I was like, what's he doing? Oh, what?
Poor guy.
Yeah, because I mean he's on a time crunch.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his work done.
He's got to get some work done, man.
He doesn't know if there's a dog around the corner gonna come eat him up.
I mean, he was so calm for most of the time. He even noticed that he didn't close the gate completely. And he was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, that he did close the gate, and he's like, oh, okay, that's cool. He took his picture, turned around, and you just see like a moment of freeze. And he just goes, oh, no.
Man.
Oh, no.
And so when it comes down to it, though, you were far less terrified of what happened yesterday than when the 9-year-olds were trying to sell you the lemonade.
Very much so.
Those evil kids.
Amazon makes their way to my house many days. So I was prepared. I wasn't prepared to assist, but...
Wow. I mean, everyday heroes living among us
Right.
is what Rob is.
I mean, and then the dog barked after that, so it was a real hassle for me.
Oh, now the dog barking.
Wow.
Maybe the pants should be within eyesight, you know?
You would think.
Or maybe have like comfy shorts that you can just like,
But I don't want to put them on. I don't even want any shorts on. I don't want to go outside.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Before we get to the conclusion of group therapy today, let's see. I just am dying to hear this one more time because it has made my entire day so much better. The President of the United States singing Happy Birthday to Martin Luther King III's wife yesterday is just that spectacular. Entire day so much better. The President of the United States. Here we go. Sorry, this is not working out well at all.
Birthday, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valen. Happy birthday to you.
I didn't look it up. Does anybody know her name?
Yeah, it's like Andrea or Ardrea.
So he's nowhere close because he goes. It starts with a V sound.
Yeah.
Almost like he was going to say Valerie.
Valerie, yeah.
Happy birthday.
It starts with an A, I think.
He wasn't even in the ballpark.
Not even on the street.
Yeah. So today's group therapy is from a lady who sent us a message if you missed it. They've been together a little over 2 years. After about a year together, she met one of his old friends, female friend, who made her feel like she regretted never taking a chance with him romantically. He said it's ridiculous, no big deal. They were on a break, and he took a trip with a group of friends. She was one of the friends. She said, I wasn't thrilled about him going without me, but I trust him, and he promised he'd never go on a trip with her again without me. Nothing happened. Well, now he's announced they're going on another trip, the group of friends. And she said when she didn't go, he said, first off, you didn't get scuba certified, so it's a scuba diving trip. And number two, you're a single parent. You shouldn't be in that area of the world because it's not safe. She said, am I wrong to be upset? Well, overwhelmingly, everybody in group therapy said, you are 100% right to be upset. And you should get out of this relationship pretty quickly.
Yeah. There are a couple of comments, though, that, like this one says, so he's going to protect her, but not you? Sweetheart, pack your bags and move on. Talking about the other, it's too dangerous for the girlfriend to go. Well, that would be a sign that he doesn't care about that other one. He doesn't care whether she, is in danger or not.
Yeah.
That's what he could say on that. And then somebody else, there's several of them that said, you deserve better than him. But we don't know that.
That's a good point.
We don't know what she deserves.
That's right.
She might be a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Might be a cockroach of a person. We don't know.
We don't know that. We know she's not scuba certified.
That's right. How could you be crying when you're not certified? That's like when Ace told his wife, you need to go get your what do you call it?
TSA
pre-check deal. I'm going to leave you here in this long line holding your shoes.
Yeah.
You don't get it done.
And so now when we go to the airport, I pull up and drop her off. She goes inside, then I go park, ride the thing back, go through TSA pre-check, and then we meet up after that.
That's messed up.
While she's putting her shoes and belt back on.
What's messed up?
That you would leave her in a line by herself.
Because we save, but we save so much time by doing it that way.
No, you don't.
Yeah, or otherwise
you're gonna have to wait for her anyway.
Okay, but otherwise we would. Let's say I went through it with her at the same time. Otherwise, then we'd both have to park, ride the thing in. She prefers to be dropped off. She would rather be dropped off at the front and wait in the line than have to ride the bus from the long-term parking to get back up there and then have to wait in the line. So she's going to have to wait in the line anyway. She said, I'd rather you just drop me off at the front. I can wait in the line by myself. Boom.
So actually, by her having the foresight not to get her TSA pre-check thing, it's actually helped your family. If she would have done what you said do, then y'all would have both been in the same in the same boat, going out to the parking lot, coming back, and then just going through pre-check together.
I still probably would have dropped her off if she would go through just walk right through pre-check, and then I would meet up with her.
Yeah. Then she would have had time to go have a few drinks and pick up a man while you're out in the parking lot riding the stupid shuttle bus.
That's right. I'm off to Cabo.
So, yeah, forget going to Pineville, Louisiana to see your family. I'm going to Cabo, baby.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so group therapy today, ultimately, it's like 100% that, this is a bad sign and she needs to get out of this relationship.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
In case y'all don't know, pregnant women can get crazy. My wife is pregnant, and she lost her mind the other day. Had to walk it back later and go, hey, look, I'm sorry about that. I got a little crazy. And wait until you hear what I did to cause it.
That's Ace.
Which is absolutely nothing. Next.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel. The YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because we've got a very special reason to be moving it.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Ace TJ Live. A lot more live events coming up in the year that is 2023 thanks to Atlantic Bay Mortgage. It's very simple. Mortgage, refi, cash out refi, whatever your situation, let them give you lending peace of mind. Let them make it easy for you. Just find out more details at acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB. Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, NMLS number 91236.
There's a burger chain called Wayback Burgers. It's based in Cheshire, Connecticut, but they've got a new burger on the menu. It's called the Royal Silencer. And it's clearly a shot at Prince Harry. It says it's a one-of-a-kind burger designed to silence the urge to spill family gossip to media outlets, book publishers, and documentarians. Documentarians alike. There's even a third burger patty on top of the double burger. And it says, this is the spare patty for the world's most notable spare. So I guess trying to get in on the hype over Prince Harry and trying to sell a couple burgers because of it.
Well, I will refer to him from now on as Harry Markle.
Harry Markle.
Yeah, because he's not Prince Harry anymore. He walked away from that. He doesn't have a last name. So we got to go with Markle. It's the only thing I can think of. And, it makes sense that he would take her last name, be called by her last name.
I don't love that. Harry Markle. That
Harry
sounds,
Markle.
Like something you need to cure.
Yeah, exactly. Got a bit of the Harry Markle going on. That's no good. A lot of people coming out to defend her lately on TikTok.
Who, Meghan Markle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One woman said her husband worked with her on the show Suits that she was on. on TBS or whatever it was, and said he's a good judge of character, and said she was polite and wonderful and she's easy to be around. I don't know.
There are a lot of people that say that the stories around the palace, though, are that she was not polite, not easy to be around, very rude.
Rude.
And that they've asked they've asked to have their non-disclosure agreements released, to be released from their NDAs so they could speak out on behalf of the crown.
You are so rude.
You're rude. But this burger place, they said, remember, no matter the family situation, there isn't a problem in the world that cannot be resolved over a good burger. And now I might agree with that.
There's something to be said for that right there.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. If it's a good burger.
Right. Not dry.
Not dry. Trash burger.
Ugh.
Ace TJ 5G.
So, my wife is pregnant. Y'all know that. By the way, Thursday night, what's today, Tuesday? Yeah, so Thursday night, we do a show every Thursday called Live from the Living Room that's on our Facebook page, on the Ace and TJ Facebook page. But this Thursday night, it's moving to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. And Thursday night, we'll be live from the living room at my in-laws' house, because we'll be revealing the gender of the baby. We find out in the afternoon, and then her parents, her brother, my son Cade, they will all find out Thursday night, as will everybody watching live from the living room. So it's live from the living room on our YouTube channel, Thursday night, 7 Eastern. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube, and it'll pop up. But Thursday night, 7 Eastern, live on our YouTube page. But the other night, I'd forgotten to tell you this story. I was reminded of it yesterday. The other night, I was trying to cook. Amanda had to go into the Mothership Market of Charlotte, and she was on her way home, and I had prepared dinner. Nothing fancy.
Really?
These low-fat, high-protein, essentially like a Chipotle bowl is what it was. And I had cooked them. I'm not a great cook. I'm trying to do a little bit more. And she called and said, something has happened on the interstate. And it now tells me my GPS, I'm sitting on the interstate. My GPS tells me it's 2.5 hours until I get home. And she was about 10 miles from the house. And I said, you got to be kidding. She goes, yeah, the alternate route, I'm I'm stuck between exits and we're just not moving. It didn't come up, so I don't know what has happened, but it's really bad. And we're talking and she goes, how was the food that you prepared? I said, good, not great. I figured out a few different things to do that the next time I do it, but I've saved yours. It's in the microwave, no problem. And then she finally made it home about 2 hours and 10 minutes later, after sitting on the interstate for well over an hour, not moving at all. So she's not in the best of moods. So she decided on her way home, she was just going to DoorDash Chick-fil-A because that's what she was really in the mood for. And I said, it's good, not great. And one time that we talked, I said, if you do whatever makes you comfortable, I know you've been stuck on the interstate for a long time and it really sucks. You've had a real long day in Charlotte. Just do whatever. I'm not offended at all if you Chick-fil-A. So about the time she gets home, which is well after 8 o'clock now, she says, right at 8 o'clock, she says, they delivered my Chick-fil-A, but where did they deliver this? The picture is not our townhouse. Give me a minute. Don't worry. Relax. You're a little worked up. I'll find it. So it's a common mistake. I figured out, I think that's the one on the end. And I walked down there. They weren't home, so I went in their little gate. Food sitting by their back door. I grabbed the Chick-fil-A bag, brought it home, walked in the kitchen. I said, she was sitting on the couch. And I held up the bag and I said, I got it. It was down there at Cindy's house, who lives a couple doors down from us. And I opened it up to see it. I said, everything's here. And then I apparently did the unthinkable because I reached in and there was a waffle fry right on the top there, because she had to order waffle fries. And I just took a fry and popped it in my mouth. And all hell broke loose in my house. Did you eat my fry? And I said, what? I said, well, I went and got the food. It's fry. And she went crazy. I cannot believe you would eat my. She starts crying. I was like, what is going on right now?
Oh my God.
I said, what is happening? She goes, I had to get that food because you said your food sucked. And I said, whoa, I did not say my food sucked. I said my food was good, not great. But it didn't. I wasn't offended when you got Chick-fil-A. And then I realized, there's no need to have this argument. I was like, I don't want to argue. I'm sorry I had the waffle fry. I'm going to go upstairs. Good, fine. You're just going to walk away, and now I'm left with one less fry. And I'm yelling up as I go up the stairs, it's one fry. Oh, my God. And I came down. I gave it a couple minutes, came down to check on her. And she was like, she was eating. She goes, hey, I'm not really sure what just happened. I'm sorry. That's not, I guess I'm just tired and I'm really hungry and I'm very frustrated because I'm on the interstate. And I guess it's like a pregnancy thing with my hormones, but I did not mean to get that crazy over one fry. And I said, apology accepted.
But a waffle fry is not like a regular fry. I mean, a waffle fry could be a big portion of the entire order.
And during the argument, this is what she said. You took the biggest one. I said, you haven't even looked in there to see them. How do you know how big they are? You don't even know what's what. I took the one on top. She's like, it was the biggest one. And I started, you have not even looked at the waffle fries. You don't know how big they are.
But yeah, that one could have been, a fourth of the order.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't.
So I think she was completely justified.
It was at least
even if she weren't pregnant. I think it's just hormones or not. You don't just take a waffle fry.
I won't take one again, no matter what. No. Never again. I mean, pregnant, no pregnant. 20 years from now, I'll never take another waffle fry again without asking.
Man, how dare you?
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I'm sure there's something trending, but my mind is blown at the moment. That is incredible stuff. But we'll get to Now Trending coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, a story no one was really supposed to know about found its way to the internet. And that is when all hell broke loose. Details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chilla mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. A man by the name of Matt Drudge, yes, the Drudge Report, leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yes, that is what launched the entire Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that lasted 4 years afterwards and has followed both of them to this very day. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. Hottest trending topics coming up. The stuff that you need to know to kind of be in the know. It's now trending. Sponsored by the Johnson Group. If you have any commercial cleaning needs, you run a business, you run any type of medical office, it doesn't make any difference. The Johnson Group is the very best. Over 15 million square feet of office and medical building space cleaned by the Johnson Group every single month. And that is all that they do, commercial cleaning. acetj.com/clean to find out more. acetj.com/clean for the Johnson Group.
Y'all are on the TikTok all the time. Have y'all seen the TikTok thing that's going around that says that trying to get people to stop giving 2-week notices when they quit?
Yeah, I haven't. I saw one of those TikToks, but I haven't. I mean, I saw the story this morning.
Yeah. This one guy made it like a big thing, and now it's kind of everywhere.
But what is the rationale? Because they don't give you 2 weeks notice when they fire you.
Exactly.
But they're not always going to fire you.
And
you could be leaving a job that you're still on good terms with them and whatnot.
Well, they're just saying in general, if they were to fire you,
yeah.
That they, but a lot of places, what they don't counter, a lot of places don't give you, will give you a severance package.
Right, but if you're in good standing, your boss likes you and everything, and then you're just moving to another job, how can you go by, he wouldn't give me notice to fire me when he or she is already, y'all are on good terms with each other?
Yeah, it's definitely burning a bridge, but that doesn't even seem to come into play.
Well, no, because people don't care about that anymore.
No.
I mean, it's about as bad as somebody who would get a job with a company and because he's wanting to save up for a certain video game or something. And then as soon as he gets enough money for the video game, he just never shows up again and doesn't tell him. That person right there has marked himself to never be hired by any reputable company again after that.
He doesn't sound like a great person.
The person who would do
that's
that.
right. That was you, Rob. Working at the amusement park for 2 weeks until you could buy your video game and then just never showing up.
In my defense, it was a really cool video game system.
Yeah.
The part that gets me the most about that story, though, is that very day, Rob went up there and got his check. And then went to I'll be back for my shift. I'm going to cash my check, and then just never came back to work.
I saw that check was a large check, and I was like, it wasn't worth it, even despite how much I got.
Didn't call, didn't write, no nothing.
Well, it was hot.
Yeah, it was real hot.
Right.
Yeah.
It was outdoors. What do you?
But can you imagine him getting that money and then going and buying that video console and then not playing it immediately? Wait until after he got back from work.
That's a good point.
Can't expect that.
Ace TJ 5G.
Make sure you don't miss Regan's Weekend Review every Friday because it's funny. It's sponsored by Calitrin. For help losing weight, go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today. You're going to love it, and you're going to be feeling yourself and confidence and all of that stuff. I just know you are. Keep going. Keep going. It's Calitrin.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, a lot of stuff trending this morning. Right now, the Cowboys are the top trending topic because they defeated Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady is also trending right behind that because he did not have a great performance last night. Giselle is trending right behind Tom because people are making jokes that Tom Brady is going to be crawling back to Giselle, begging her to take him back. Take me back. Take me back. I made a mistake. Which doesn't even seem that implausible to me. He's now, you've left your wife. In sources, the stories are that she was upset that he goes back to football and then he doesn't have a great performance. He's got to be a little down in the dumps, don't you think?
Yeah, but not to go begging her back and go, I lost the playoff game, so now my only source of a reason to live would be if you took me back. I mean, she left him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but it was based on a decision he made, allegedly.
Bye.
Decisions made. Moving on.
Bye, Giselle. I'm Tom Brady. Give my kids. He ought to get custody of the kids.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because I'd just like to see it. Now, if he retires from football, he's got plenty of time now.
Did Giselle do something to y'all? Or
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
She didn't do anything to me.
I was the one, remember, in the beginning that said he should have stayed retired.
It's true, right?
Yeah.
What do you need to prove? What else is there to prove?
I would agree with that he probably should have stayed retired. My only thing against Giselle is that year after she lost the Super Bowl, and I just hate this type of thing, period, when the significant other or the spouse, male or female, starts mouthing off about other people involved with their significant other. Like Tom Brady, they lost the Super Bowl, and when she was asked about it afterwards, she was saying stupid things like, well, if people have to catch the ball, like, not your place. You do not mouth off about his coworkers.
He can't. My husband can't throw and catch the ball
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. That's the only thing that I've ever thought, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Giselle's more famous, got more money.
So,
what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just pointing these things out. I'm trying to have a conversation.
They're
here.
both worth over $500 million. Money is not an issue. And Tom's got a brand new contract with Fox. The minute he retires, he's got that broadcasting contract that pays him like $70 million a year.
She can't speak good English.
Listen,
if we're going back and forth with negatives and pros and cons.
I don't think she can take him back. She already had that. She already saged her Range Rover.
That's right. She
after they split up. So
saged him out of it.
I think it's pretty. That relationship is done.
Yeah.
You can't go back after you've saged the Range Rover.
No.
You're going to look like a fool.
What are you going to do? Unsage it?
No.
How do you do that?
Cannot be done.
You've already got the bad energy out. KFC Thailand. KFC Thailand is celebrating the Chinese New Year on January 22nd. So they have fried chicken scented incense sticks that emit the aroma of the brand's iconic fried chicken.
Okay.
So if you want your house to smell like fried chicken without getting to eat fried chicken, that seems like
No, because all that would do is
torture.
make me hungry.
Yeah.
Is it the year of the chicken?
I don't know. That would make sense. I don't know. I don't think so.
And do animals ever repeat in the Chinese New Year?
Sure.
They do?
Yeah.
Have
like
to,
it's
right?
The year of the rabbit, the year of, yeah.
How did they decide?
It's the only reason I'm saying this is because I remember at the Chinese restaurant we used to eat at, on the placemats, they would say 1966, 1984,
Yeah.
2000. This is the year of the rabbit or whatever.
Right. And do you think, like, for example, when it becomes the year of the rabbit, do you think when they're filling out stuff, they still accidentally put year of the chicken?
Like on checks?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, I forgot. We're in the year of the rabbit. Hey, Happy New Year, by the way.
I got to start over. Yeah. I screwed it up. I do that every year. Yeah, probably. They probably do that. That's a good point. Also trending right now, The Mandalorian. The new trailer for season 3 of The Mandalorian just hit the internet at midnight, and that show begins streaming on March 1st. Baby Yoda is back. The show streams on Disney Plus, so you can go get that. My parents watch The Mandalorian.
Really?
They're up on all that stuff. I go, did you guys like Star Wars? And they go, no, we just decided to give it a shot. Everybody was talking about it. I'm like, who was talking? You live in a retirement. Who was talking about The Mandalorian? She goes, everybody. I went, oh, really? Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Do they watch Mayor of Kingstown?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, the new season started and got that in last night.
Is it the first episode out?
Yeah.
Just the first one?
Mhm. It came out Sunday. Jody and I watched it last night.
Better than, is it a good follow-up to the first season?
Yeah. I just wish it were a little more violent.
I mean, that's just bad. Bad people doing bad things.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
Yeah, there are no good guys in that show.
There's no good guy, no one to root for. I don't know. I gave it a shot, though. Those are just a few things that are now trending.
All right. There is a family business that, you got people in this economy just trying to make ends meet, and a mother and a son go into business together, and what happens? Cops come shut them down.
Always keep the man down.
I know. I guess it depends on what kind of business you and your mom are running as to whether or not the cops shut you down. You're going to love this. It's coming up next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel, the YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because we got a very special reason to be moving it.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ 5G.
You know, we do a lot of things in the charity world, whether it's How Can We Help You Wednesday, Peyton's Promise, help with various natural disasters and things of that nature. It wouldn't be possible without our great partners, one of which is the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Now, it's not just what you would think about buying and selling a house. The Temple team is a staging company, a marketing company. They do things that a lot of other people in that business would never even dream of doing. And they're great people. We've been friends with them for years before we partnered with them on our charitable efforts. So they're great. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
It's good to be in a bad mood. A new study has found that people in bad moods may perform detail-oriented tasks better. And not just because they're less chatty and distracted. The researchers say mood and language are supported by different brain networks. But there's a lot of interaction going on between them. When the people in the study were in a negative mood, they were more careful and analytical. They scrutinized what was actually in front of them and didn't just fall back on general knowledge or routine. They were also more likely to reanalyze situations where there were unexpected inconsistencies when they were in a bad mood.
That's why I can't get anything done. I'm always in too good of a mood.
That's it. There's the reason.
I'm too agreeable. I'm too sweet all the time.
Is there anything that will immediately put you in a bad mood? I'll give you an example. The seatbelt catching in my car. If I go to lean forward and the seatbelt catches, if I try to pull the seatbelt across to connect it, and it grabs and jerks out of my hand, I will lose my mind. that will change my mood immediately. Yeah. I get so angry at that. It's so frustrating. Anybody else got anything?
No, I don't have one.
When my dog stops on the stairs halfway up, keep going. You know where we're going. Keep moving. He stops and turns around and looks at me. I'm going to die on those stairs because of my dog. I don't know how to train him any differently. But if somebody knows, let me know. Because I'm going to die.
Teddy Rob, anything that immediately puts you in a bad mood?
Probably dog related as well. Just the one dog doesn't shut up sometimes.
Shut up.
I'm trying to watch The Last of Us. Be quiet.
It just sits and barks?
Yeah, she whines when Meredith's not there.
Oh.
It's great.
Well, Meredith needs to take the dog with her when she leaves.
I wish. That would be awesome.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, a story no one was really supposed to know about found its way to the internet. And that is when all hell broke loose. Details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. A man by the name of Matt Drudge, yes, the Drudge Report, leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yes, that is what launched the entire Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that lasted 4 years afterwards and has followed both of them to this very day. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
You know, I love stories about successful family businesses. You know, here in U.S. America in the great free enterprise system, the parent handing down the business to the son or daughter. Great. But there was a business in South Florida that just got in trouble because the mother and son who were running the business are being accused of the business being a brothel.
Mother and son running a brothel together.
Yeah, allegedly. They've been under surveillance, and this is the kind of undercover work I think is great. If I were a police officer, I would want to do. Like, they're sending in fake Johns to check out the situation. I just think that kind of undercover work where it's not so dangerous, where you're not dealing with drug cartels and things like that, or biker clubs, like criminal biker clubs and things, where you're just going in and pretending like you're just a regular person looking for some service.
Do they get the service?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
I don't think so. But still,
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I think it'd be a fun kind of thing to stake it out. And you know why they're called Johns?
No.
Because when they would get arrested a long time ago, they would all give the name, John Smith. What's your name? John Smith, because it's just a fake name. So that's how they ended up calling them Johns. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Fun knowledge. So anyway, they say that they didn't automatically. I don't know how they didn't automatically know that what the person was doing in there, because in order to pay the women that work in the place, the women at the end of the night had to show them used things, things that the men had used, and say each one of those is $25 or whatever, to prove that you basically, it's like punching your time clock or showing your receipts for things like a salesperson would show. I made this sale and this sale and this sale.
These were how many tables I worked tonight.
Yeah.
It looks like when the guys go duck hunting and they hold up all the duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's my night. Ugh.
And there was one of the women that the detectives interviewed said that it's $25 for every customer, and that she would average between 8 and 10 each day. And that's how she would be paid, is that she had to show that.
So it's what,
as a receipt. She had to show her receipts.
So making $200 to $250 a night?
Mm-hmm. How much is that a year?
I don't know, but
working 5 days a week?
I don't know.
Let's call
you
it
could say 5 days. Wonder what kind of 401k plan they got.
It's about 65 grand a year.
Huh.
They hired?
And again, that's cash, so no taxes. So that's a value of probably an $80,000 to $90,000 a year job.
Well, and they have a 15-minute time limit. Each encounter has a 15-minute time limit. They've reported.
So 10 15-minute time limits would be what, about 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
So she's working about 2.5 hours a day?
Well, I mean, that's if there's a,
if it's steady,
if they're busy.
Back to back to back to back.
That is so weird. But we don't know. It doesn't say the mom and son ran the brothel allegedly, but it doesn't say if mom was participating.
No, she worked the front door.
Right. Okay.
She's 52. The son's 28.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
Wonder where dad is. Why he's not part of the business. Would you do that, Riggins?
Yes.
Run a brothel with your mom?
Sure.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, you're not. Well, I shouldn't say. I was gonna say nobody's getting hurt, but we don't know what this is.
Oh yeah. But I'm just talking about as a mother son bonding thing.
Absolutely.
I mean,
she works the front door.
He keeps things,
Yeah.
running from a business perspective and all.
Yeah. I don't want to do the counting at the end of the night for each girl, though.
Yeah. I just don't think my mom would be interested in it.
Well, and thankfully. Thank God she wouldn't be.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
My mom's a prude.
Yeah.
There is a lady with a problem that on the surface, a lot of women would think that it's a great problem to have, but it's really not. We'll explain coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, a story no one was really supposed to know about found its way to the internet. And that is when all hell broke loose. Details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. A man by the name of Matt Drudge, yes, the Drudge Report, leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yes, that is what launched the entire Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that lasted 4 years afterwards and has followed both of them to this very day. And that's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ 5G.
But it's winter, and this is the time a lot of people say, I'm just going to stay inside, do nothing this time of year. No, there's no reason for that. You can make the most of winter in one place, Gaston County. There are so many things to do, both indoors and outdoors. You can get out and experience the great outdoors, or you can stay inside and be warm and toasty. But either way, you can make some great memories with your family this time of year in Gaston County. For example, they've got snowless sledding. The Fast and Dry shoots at Crowder Springs. It replicates a snow tubing experience, long lanes, high speeds. But again, you're not going to be wet. You're not going to be super cold, and you're not going to spend a lot of time standing around doing absolutely nothing, waiting on your turn, because they limit the number of people per hour per session. My son Cade and I did this for an edition of Ace at Large that you can look up on our YouTube channel. You can see how it's done, and it's fantastic. Really, really cool. There's also the Shield Museum and Planetarium, which is fantastic. They've converted that into a winter wonderland. You can do ice skating, so to speak, in your socks in one of the rooms that they've got set up there with all kinds of cool things. Plus, there's the Whitewater Center, and always great winter hiking in Gaston County. Plus, the Catawba Two Kings Casino, and so much more. So a lot to be done in Gaston County this time of year. Indoors, outdoors, doesn't make any difference. Get all the details at acetj.com/Gaston and make some memories with your family. acetj.com/Gaston.
My wife's friend Susie is in the TV commercial for that casino.
Oh, really?
She's the star of that commercial.
No way.
Yeah. Look, there is at least one location of Waffle House that is not having any of your silliness from the internet. Somebody posted a video of a Waffle House and it had a sign at the register that read, "Order from the menu. We are not making anything you saw on TikTok."
That's funny.
Love it.
So they're not doing any of those menu hacks and everything.
There was a good one a couple weeks ago.
At Waffle House?
Yeah, like a menu hack.
The giant waffle cheeseburger?
Yeah,
Was that it?
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It looks so good, though.
They said that, didn't they say somebody made that at a Waffle House? They videoed it and they said it cost you about $20, $30 or something, depending on how they ring it up. I don't know, and I guess it just the Waffle House Corporation hasn't made a response about this or anything. So I guess it just depends on whatever they're doing at the local, franchise, the store itself. Because I mean, you may go into one Waffle House and they say, "Yeah, we'll do that."
That's the thing.
And
It's
then
like,
the other one's like, "We're not doing that."
And sometimes it'll depend on the person working there. But
Yeah.
I know that's like a pain in the butt. Like Chipotle's had to deal with it. Starbucks has had to deal with that kind of stuff.
Chipotle encourages it.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying, "Yeah, that's great. We love the passion of our diners."
Yeah, I wouldn't try to Waffle House though. They're like, come in here and act the right way because
we're busy.
You will get boxed up if you don't.
Because a waffle cheeseburger doesn't sound good to me.
It looks so good in the video. It's a bacon double cheeseburger in between that waffle, and I know that doesn't. Like I'm not into chicken and waffles, but this burger looks so good.
Do they put syrup on it and stuff?
No, there's no
it's
syrup.
just use it as a bun.
Yeah, and they got like a bunch of pickles on the side.
Yeah.
It looked real good. Cheese on it. My mouth is watering as I think about it. It looks so good.
But yeah, I think I would rather have a bun though. I like that soft bun.
Yeah,
on a cheeseburger.
But it was like pressed in between the waffle, like the thin waffle, so it got a little bit of crust on the outside. It looked real good.
We'll have to do that.
I know.
Ace TJ. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
I don't even know how it came up. How did we start this discussion about New Orleans?
Riggins was talking about this restaurant in Copenhagen that's shutting down, and it's considered the finest restaurant in the world. I said Commander's Palace in New Orleans used to hold that title at one time.
And we looked at it was like 1996 or something like that. And Alexis just refuses to believe that New Orleans is a great food destination or well known for its
That's not what I
food.
said.
What did you say?
For fancy food.
No, I know that New Orleans is a place that people go for food. I don't think it's the #1 place in the entire world.
It has been at one time. That
That's what I
restaurant
said.
has
And
been.
Ace,
But
you
TJ said that restaurant, the #1. We looked it up.
Yeah, but I said, did they call themselves that? And that's why it's like they said, "Oh, we're the #1 restaurant in the world." Or who said that to them?
Whatever the foundation is called.
It's not like she just innocently said, "Do they call themselves that?"
Yeah.
She was, "Do they call themselves that?" Help me, Riggins. Help me, Riggins. That's the only way, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way.
They just say in Louisiana stuff.
All I said was, okay, who calling them that? That's what I said. Because, I mean, I'm sure if you go to France and they're like, "Hey, have you guys heard of New Orleans being the #1 place in the world for food?" They're probably going to be like, "That's not true."
I bet you they won't.
Yeah,
I bet
exactly.
you they won't. I bet you could find the finest chef in France and say, "What do you think about New Orleans cuisine?" And he or she would probably say it's fantastic.
Okay.
However, whatever that is in France.
Well, Ace, and I don't know why you're getting upset about it because you call it cooking cheese. So out of all like fancy cuisine, I don't know why you even are getting upset about it.
Why is she gonna come at me over that?
You
just gave it her. What are you talking about?
Over
You
something
said I'm
different
driving you crazy.
It's making me nuts.
You grossly mischaracterized what she said.
I grossly did not mischaracterize. TJ, did I mischaracterize what she said? I did not.
Not at all.
I did not.
Not at all. She's acting like we're the dumbest hicks in the world to think that to be saying that the restaurants in New Orleans are considered some of the best cuisine in the world and have been awarded that at times. She's acting like we're the dumbest, hillbillies and rubber boot wearing, swamp dwelling fools.
I've never eaten a fine restaurant meal in my life. I'm just eating a triple decker everywhere I go.
And the thing is that she's lashing out because she is from the restaurant world and she doesn't even know this, and that's what's really getting to her. the fact that I'm saying I can't believe. I mean, wow, I can't believe you didn't know that.
That's how you said it?
That's just.
That's how you said it? That nicely and
hurts me.
calmly?
That hurts me that
Don't
you
even
didn't
play
know
with me.
this.
I'm not even getting upset. Y'all are
I'm
getting
ashamed.
upset.
I'm ashamed.
I can't believe you don't know that.
I don't think so.
Like, okay.
I don't think that was
That was
my delivery.
exactly. I nailed it to a T.
No, you didn't.
I could listen to this.
No, you didn't. Bless.
I'm going to read you. This is an article that says the 5 best food cities in the world. Rome, Florence. Rome, Florence, Paris, Barcelona, New Orleans.
What's the
Have y'all ever eaten in fine restaurants in New Orleans?
Never.
Never. Have you been to New Orleans?
No,
Alexis?
I'm not saying that it's
Okay,
not
why don't
known
you call
for
your
good
friend
food.
Chef Dave? Call Chef Dave or Rocco or one of those famous chefs you know and ask them their opinion of New Orleans restaurants.
Did I say that there's not good food in New Orleans? I said I know it's known for good food. I just don't think that the magnitude as to what you guys are saying is correct in
That's all I'm
everybody's
saying.
opinion.
That's all I'm saying. Ask them.
And I just
those
read
are
you this-
chefs that you trust, right?
You mentioned Paris. I looked it up. 5 best food cities in the world. It's labeled as one of them in this article I'm looking at.
Okay. I believe you. I definitely believe Ace. I trust his judgment on food all the time.
There she
Like
goes.
you can't even read the internet.
Right. I can't read the internet. I have no class whatsoever. I have no idea.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
The Ace and TJ app is brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. You can order online, papajohns.com. The epic stuffed crust pizza is back on the menu at Papa John's. Delicious way to enjoy. papajohns.com, or you can order online on the Ace and TJ app. Wow, I really botched that one. papajohns.com.
Yeah,
it is
point-
delicious.
point
That's what
is,
you need to know.
The pizza's great, and you can order through the Ace and TJ app or at papajohns.com, but that wasn't your finest effort.
I know.
There's a lady in Australia who has a rare condition called gigantomastia. Gigantomastia.
Oh.
And it is the rare condition that makes it to where a woman's breasts will not stop growing.
They never stop?
In 8 months, she's gone up 4 sizes from a J cup to an M cup. And increased measurements from 39 inches to 51 inches in that time. Now, I don't know what like, has she always had this? If so, then wouldn't that be to a point now where she can't even live if they just keep growing and growing and growing? Or is this something that just started over the past few years? Or some people online are saying that she's lying. She just keeps getting bigger implants and stuff like that. But she swears that that's not the case and that is a real condition because I looked it up.
Yeah.
But bless her heart. You know?
As of 15 years ago, fewer than 110 cases had ever been published in medical literature. It seems that it just started about a year ago. And by the way, she is an OnlyFans model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that what you were scoffing at, Riggins?
I just saw pictures of her.
Yeah.
Something's not on the up and up here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. The fact that you got to take that into consideration that she's an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
But does that mean we don't believe her? Just because she's on OnlyFans?
Yeah, gigantomastia is thought to be caused by a large range of factors, including hormonal changes, medications, and autoimmune diseases. So it is typically acquired at some point in life.
Yeah.
You don't just grow up with it. Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Hot.
Super beautiful. But yeah, you can see the difference.
Oh yeah.
In such a short period of time.
And it's sad.
It's got to be miserable if that's the thing. Imagine, if your chest just kept growing as a man, you just kept growing and growing and growing till you look up and your chest is huge. Or maybe it happens to, if it happened to your buttocks.
Yeah.
Well, but that part's just pulling you forward. Her chest is constantly just pulling her forward with tons of back issues.
It's pulling me forward. Closer to my computer screen.
Do you believe her, Riggins? That she has this condition?
It's not right, but I don't believe her because of the way she looks.
Because if she weren't pretty, you would believe her.
Yeah.
And if she weren't an OnlyFans model? Does that have anything to do with it?
Not really. No, I just think she's so hot. I just can't even. That's wrong of me to say that.
It's also a condition that's not properly understood. It says that we don't know a whole lot about it. So
she went from a J to an M?
Yeah, in 4 months. No, I'm sorry, in 8 months. 8 months. Wow. So I guess we will see if she starts getting reductions. If it won't stop growing, it's the only way you can combat it. I guess if you want it to stop, is get a reduction, then it grows back, and keep
another reduction.
Oh,
and grows back. Man,
what a vicious circle. Cycle. Circle or cycle? Circles. Circle.
I'm saying circles. Man,
you're not happy.
Yeah, so be careful what you wish for, Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So you are lonely and you don't have any friends, but you want everybody to think that you have friends, and you go to fun parties and all. Well, it's AI to the rescue. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Well, it's official. Alexis has hurt my feelings today already.
What did I do now?
A minute ago, off the air, that we were talking about after. What were we talking about? Something with the mommy
term
thing.
Mommy and daddy.
And I made a joke about being a part of a daddy group, and Alexis leaves the room, and she goes, "You're the most perverted person in here."
Well, I mean, it's the truth. It shouldn't hurt your feelings.
I say,
yeah, facts ain't got feelings.
I say, I make fewer jokes like that, or say fewer than anybody else. Well, except for maybe Rob.
But Rob was with you on the perversion earlier in that conversation.
But I'm saying I'm the one that says the fewest things in the room that could be considered sexual or perverted or whatever, and then why you got to dump on me?
Well, because when you say it, you turn it like extra creepy.
Well, hold on a minute. In his defense, Rob may not say as much, but sometimes on Share Funny, Rob will say some stuff that decapitates all of us.
Yeah,
we're just like,
it makes me cringe.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's why I say Rob is a secret perv.
He is a secret
I bet
perv.
when he gets home, he takes off his pants not just to be comfortable. He takes them off because he's got plans.
Ew. That's why his back's all messed up.
Yeah.
And by the way,
who knows what goes on in
Right.
there? Yeah, you could download the Share Funny podcast every day and hear some of that stuff. It's a lot. So you're saying it's not just for comfort when Rob gets home. It's because every day there's some type of plan of something happening in that house.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
so
a scheme of some sort.
Rob is the biggest perv, but you're a close second.
I don't. Well,
But it depends on whether you go for quantity or quality on the perfs.
And you have said some things in here that I'm like, oh my God.
Me?
Nah, me?
Yeah, I think
little old me.
More than once, you said something that made every guy in here kind of recoil, like, "Oh wow, that's a lot." Just tone that down a little bit.
Yes, sometimes it's abrasive.
It's not abrasive. You guys are
But
sensitive.
I think what she's saying, Ace, is that when everybody else does it, it seems like they're joking. But when you do it, it seems like it's the real deal.
Exactly.
You know what? That
And your
makes a lot of
voice
sense.
changes, and you put on this like creepy voice on. And you're like,
I cannot help though.
I'm the daddy. Like, yo, dude, chill out, bro.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Ace, why are your fingernails so shiny?
I got a mani-pedi on Friday with my wife.
Holy cow.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
RJ.
you got your nails
I need to put
did.
my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
You got little, was that like gel on top of the clear?
I got a little clear.
Oh, you got clear polish on?
I just put clear.
Ooh. Looking good.
Oh, that's why you was drinking that champagne yesterday. You was
right.
feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. Yeah, so
So-
we went and got a mani-pedi Friday afternoon, a little, little afternoon date.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you see them?
Afternoon, same-sex date.
Look at that good.
They're very shiny.
I'm trying to show them to the camera. We're on YouTube live every morning now. Just go to YouTube and search for ACTJ TV.
Do you usually
There you go.
you usually get nail polish?
No.
No.
I just did it now. I was just sitting there. I was like, I was done killing time. She was stood, and I was like, it's fine.
How long
What,
will
Riggins?
that
Why are you
last?
staring?
That's wild.
What? They got a little clear coat on them?
You got nail polish on.
Keep them strong.
Yeah, he calls it clear coat like it's not nail polish.
It's nail polish.
You got nail polish on.
That's fine.
You got your
I
nails.
don't mind. It's nail polish.
You
can
got
call
your
it that.
nails painted.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Ace both got our nails did this week. Okay. Ooh, we out here.
I know. I was feeling myself afterwards too. I was
Right?
like,
Yeah.
I got these nails. They popping.
He's like walking out with his iced coffee.
Yeah. I got in the car, put on lip gloss. Boom. 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 Boom.
Putting on a cropped crew neck sweatshirt.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I was good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. Feel
Hang
good
on
about
a
it.
minute. Wait, stop typing a second, Regan. Something's going on. Oh, that was just the sound of Ace's dad rolling over in his grave. I'm sorry.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
Clancy and Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So, Clancy and Thays Construction Company.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Yeah. You let me get on TikTok. I'll duet the crap out of something. Y'all don't want to hear from me on no TikTok. All right. I saw this story today about the AI. That stands for artificial intelligence, Riggins.
Okay.
A lot of people walking around with artificial intelligence. But it's a picture, like several pictures that are of a party going on. People having fun. It's kind of like an 80s style party, classic pictures. All of it AI generated. None of these people is real in these pictures. And the way that you can tell is because, like in one of the pictures, there is a girl holding up a digital camera, some kind of camera, pointing it at herself. That's not one of the 80s ones, but she's holding the camera up, and she's got like 7 fingers holding the camera.
So wait,
because the artificial intelligence didn't, it glitched. There's another one where a girl's smiling, and she's got way more teeth than a person would have. And then one of them that is supposed to be 80s looking, a girl is holding up a Polaroid camera, turning it and making it take a selfie. Yeah. And I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fingers on one hand that she's holding up the camera with. And they said that that's the only way you can tell in these pictures that they're showing is you got to look for the fingers and other body, what you would call, dysmorphia things.
Yeah. So what's the point, though? Is it this is supposed to, you don't have any friends, you can go to parties where everybody's AI?
That's what I think that it's leading to. Once they get these glitches figured out, then people will start putting themselves into these pictures and posting them and like, hey, I'm at the party. But it's not anybody that, you could go and ask, hey, I saw you were at that party with Jim, because they don't exist. These people don't. They're just complete artistic creations of artificial intelligence.
So it's all a facade to post on their social media to make it look like they have friends when they really don't, or that they attend parties when they really don't?
That's what I'm predicting this is going to be. Right now, this is just basically it's digital art that the person has created with artificial intelligence to make it look like real people. None of these people in these pictures is real. They've all been created through the AI. And the reason that they have the extra fingers and all, I'm not quite sure. But the AI experts are saying that as of now, that would be the only way that you can tell whether a picture is real or a complete and total creation.
Wow, your friends got all those fingers.
Where are you going to a party?
A circus.
But think about it. Next, though, what next? They're going to be able to place you in photos with people doing all kinds of things. You'll be like, that's not me. I was not there. Well, we've got photographic evidence that says you were.
Yeah, they're already doing that, and some court cases have had evidence overturned because of that.
That is terrifying.
I've seen it.
No, I ain't seen it.
Seen it on them Law and Order.
Ace, I know you didn't hang out with Alice Cooper. That's a lie.
Take it back.
Take it down.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
There are a lot of things going on this morning. Tom Brady's trending for obvious reasons, but we'll get into more in Now Trending coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, a story no one was really supposed to know about found its way to the internet. And that is when all hell broke loose. Details next.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 25 years ago today, January 17th, 1998. A man by the name of Matt Drudge, yes, the Drudge Report, leaked a suppressed Newsweek magazine story about President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Yes, that is what launched the entire Clinton-Lewinsky scandal that lasted 4 years afterwards and has followed both of them to this very day. And that's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. So you're looking for furniture in your home and you don't want to pay a fortune for it and you don't want somebody showing up at your house acting like they're doing you a favor by letting you buy furniture from them. Then you need Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Now, excuse me, I tell you all the time about how our living room furniture came from Sweet Dreams. We have mattresses in our house that came from Sweet Dreams. We love them and have loved Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture for a long time before we were partners with them on our podcasts and whatnot. But not only do they have all of the bedroom furniture that you need and all of the living room furniture and things of that nature, they also have accessories. We're talking about from the pillows in the bedroom to pillows for the couch and the living room. And you can, when it comes to the living room furniture, you can pick out the material that your furniture is made of and then get the pillows to match it. So everything is just exactly the way you want it to be with Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go look for yourself. They got a lot of stuff on their website that you can learn about before you go in and tell them you want the TJ and Jody living room set. It's at acetj.com/mattress. acetj.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
I'm not saying this is weird. I'm just saying it caught me off guard yesterday when I saw this. I pull up outside my townhouse and I park on the street. Amanda parks in the garage, as it should be. And I go to get out of the car, and I realize across the street, there's somebody sitting in their car. And for a minute, I actually stopped, like, what's happening here? Caught me off guard at the point that I almost reached back in the car just to make sure I knew where my pistol was if I needed it. Then I realized, oh, wait a minute. There's a guy sitting in his car across the street from me is wearing his VR goggles. And I guess he's sitting in his car, I don't know, playing a game. I don't know. But I've never seen him just sitting there wearing the full VR headset on the street.
An adult?
An adult. Well, at best I can tell, it's an adult.
You think he was playing a game. He could be,
Yeah.
Well, when I first noticed him, I thought he had a mask on, and that's why I went to get out, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I sat back in the car and reached toward the console because I thought he had some kind of mask, and I realized it was a VR headset because I thought, my gun's at the console in case I needed it. But I don't know. I kind of watched for a second. He didn't appear to be doing anything, just sitting there. Just seemed weird to me.
You got a VR gun.
Duck hunt.
you gonna play a shooter game with him?
Ace TJ 5G.
Good morning. Alexis is not here today. She's having some stomach issues because of something she ate last night. So she's in no condition to be here, and we don't want her blowing up the studio. She does that, on a regular basis anyway. She got a bad stomach. Everybody knows that now.
Everybody knows that now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but we must fight on.
Yeah. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
There was a TikTok that blew up about a week ago of a woman showing her refrigerator loaded with loose eggs. And she said, I've been going to stores and taking one egg out of the carton, putting it in my pocket and leaving. And she showed her refrigerator. All the little drawers were filled up with eggs. So she was basically just saying, I'm stealing eggs
from everybody,
but one at a time.
Dirtbag.
And everybody knows egg prices are up and things like that. But this new video has gone viral on TikTok that shows a customer in Walmart looking at the eggs, and they are 18 packs that are bandaged, closed. And so now people are going, wow, that's crazy. But it turns out that Walmart is selling 2 packages of 18, so 36 eggs total, as a set.
Yeah, so they've got them taped together, the 2 18 packs.
Yeah, but people are under the belief that Walmart has now locked up their eggs because of this other TikTok that's
like putting one shoe on display at the shoe store.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what if they did?
Yeah.
You can't be mad. You're gonna throw a fit because Walmart says, "Hey, this is you caused this, not you in particular, but people caused us to have to do this because they're stealing from us."
I would be annoyed though because I always open up the egg carton.
And
you gotta look.
You should. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. But what do you do do you continually if people start stealing from you because you make it available to look?
Yeah.
You've got to stop that somehow.
Yeah.
You need to steal some chickens.
Maybe steal the chickens instead. I'm leaving. But still, 36 eggs. This is 2 18 packs. Walmart is selling them for $14.92. $15 for 2 cartons of eggs. The big carton. 18
that's
pack.
really not that bad.
$15?
I mean, compared to other prices today, about $6 an 18 pack. Everything's more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but
You know.
I don't know. That one just really
Yeah,
that's stomach turning.
Because some businesses, some types of businesses are targeted more than the others.
Yeah.
You know.
I've got good news for Ace, courtesy of David Foster, who's obviously, one of the most well-known, most recognized musicians, songwriters in history. He's brilliant. He's 73 now. He's married to Catherine McPhee, who was a former American Idol contestant. He's 73. He's got a kid now. He's got a 2-year-old. And he said, listen, I think one thing I can offer, because I won't be around to see this kid grow up, I can offer wisdom. I think I can offer wisdom from my 73 years on the planet. And maybe that's not a bad trade-off. I hope so.
Well, here's the difference. If I were as old as David Foster, I would now. To me, I'm right at the limit of like I just barely got in under the wire.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because as of a couple of years ago, I would have thought I'm too old to be having kids.
Yeah.
But Amanda convinced me otherwise because I see more from her perspective.
She raised the wire.
Yeah, but so I'm 54. Having a kid is like realistically, I could easily go another 30 years.
You're 50, yeah.
I'm 54, which would put me at 84 when I die.
Yeah.
So, but you're 73 having a kid. You got about 10 years in you.
Yeah.
And I would have said at that point, look, if you're David Foster, he's super wealthy, very successful. Hey, I got everything you need. But at 73, I shouldn't be having a kid because I think I'm really right at the limit of kid-friendly age.
But look at how cool 73-year-old David Foster looks in a pair of Uggs.
That's what I told you. That picture makes him look like a clown. Yeah. He's
That looks
standing there
silly.
with a toddler who's barely pulling up, looks like. And he's wearing gray jeans tucked into tan Uggs.
Good Lord.
Looks ridiculous.
That's just a bad look. That's not a good look for any man of any age, I don't think.
I don't know, Tom Brady might look cool in some Uggs, didn't he?
Tom Brady
promoted
would
Uggs.
not look cool wearing that outfit right there.
But
no man would. But even more so, it looks worse when you're 73 years old.
Catherine McPhee isn't she like 40? Is she close to 40?
Probably. Yeah, she's in her late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got I think we looked at it one time, like a 40-year age difference.
Yeah.
What are they talking about at night?
Who knows? You remember we met her mom?
Yeah, she's 38.
We met
Yeah.
Catherine McPhee's mom. She's a vocal coach for American Idol.
Right. As nice as they come.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Catherine McPhee's a talented woman.
Yeah.
But, she's with this guy. Which I'm sure he's a nice guy. What did
He's
it say?
not.
He's not
Oh,
a nice
no?
guy.
He's a
No,
jerk.
He's not a nice guy.
really?
But he'll admit to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
But
heard
he's
that.
just rude and
Yeah.
yeah.
But he
Because
is.
he's a genius.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. He is incredibly talented.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. Talented at being a DB. Looking like a clown in some Ugg boots.
Yeah.
Following after a 2-year-old.
And he looks like he's at like a kid's birthday party. It's like 73 and you got to go to that.
You put a diaper bag on your shoulder and be done with it.
Yeah, come on.
Complete the look.
Yeah.
Fool.
So
Complete the look, fool.
Tom Brady is also trending because people are saying he's going to be running back to Giselle now that his NFL season is over. But it looks like he's moved on with a new woman, and I'm sure Giselle will have no problem.
And all we're
being
doing
a
now is waiting
supermodel.
to find out if his NFL career is over.
Very possibly, but who knows? How are these kids different these days? Easy question. We'll get to it next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week, it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel, the YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because we've got a very special reason to be moving it.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel. Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
There's one place that allows you to do any type of an event. 5,000 people, 500 people, 5-person business meeting. Doesn't make any difference. The Cabarrus Arena. So many different things. Much more than just one big arena. Lots of different size rooms and different things that are available for you. There is something there for whatever your needs may be. CabarrusArena.com to get the details. Plus, check out all the events. There is always something cool happening at Cabarrus Arena because they have so many different types of spaces available. CabarrusArena.com.
So Radar Online has this story about Jeremy Renner, who obviously was in that snowplow accident. It ran over him. His own snowplow. He was trying to get a family member's car out of the driveway, and his own machine ran over him. And he's been in the hospital ever since. This was on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I think. But Radar Online, I don't know how they would know, but they're saying the injury was worse than anyone knows.
Really?
That it might take years for him to fully recover from the injuries he sustained.
Yeah, it collapsed half of his chest.
Wow.
Broke a leg.
Yeah.
Broke one of his legs. It was moving, and he was trying to jump into it as it was moving because it was kind of like he left it in gear or something and got down, or somehow it was taken off on its own, and he tried to jump up into it to stop it, and that's when it ran over him.
So, but that's still the big question, right? Nobody knows if he jumped out and left it in gear or if it somehow slipped out of park or out of neutral, whatever, into gear. Man.
I would imagine if that's the case, he would have a lawsuit, wouldn't he?
If it slipped out of gear somehow, you would think so.
That's crazy. So,
but if he just jumped out quickly and left it in gear, or his own fault.
Yeah. But he's been posting selfies. I mean, he seems to be in good spirits.
Yeah.
He's been posting selfies and thanking people for, the support that he's gotten while in the hospital. His mom and his sister are there taking care of him. And his new show, Mayor of Kingstown's second season, was just released over the weekend. So, I mean, it's good PR for the worst reason ever. But it certainly is. I mean, that's the way. I think that's the way it works in Hollywood. Any press is good press. But I would imagine he would rather have not been run over by a snowplow.
Yeah, he'd rather have done an interview or two, or 15.
Yeah. Maybe I'll wear a wig during the interview or something, and I'll get some attention. I would prefer that over getting run over by my own snowplow.
This is hard. It is. It's rough.
Yeah. Is Jody still thinking he's going to pull through fine? Because he's so tough?
he's tough. Yeah.
He's tough.
He's tough on the show, so he's tough in real life.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Alexis, what did you do yesterday? You were shopping, and did you go eat somewhere? Where did you run into the young fella that you were telling us about?
I went to go have lunch at Panera.
Okay.
And I had sat down, had my salad and my soup, and I had to go up to get something. And so I go ask the guy if I could take a to-go box, and he looks at me. He's like, "You're so beautiful." But the kid was like 18 years old. And it made me feel so weird because I was like, I don't know, like I just felt odd. Like that was bad that he was telling me that.
Why would you feel weird?
Wouldn't you feel weird if an 18-year-old girl said you were so hot?
Who are you talking to?
No.
Okay, TJ, wouldn't you feel weird?
Yeah, I would feel weird.
No. A compliment is a compliment.
Or Riggins, if an 18-year-old girl, like you knew that was clearly a teenager, was like, "You're so hot."
Yeah, it would make my day.
Really?
Well, hot,
For sure.
hot is different than his
Handsome.
would be comparable to say handsome. You're very handsome.
Yeah.
But I would think that she had no intentions of any, like she wouldn't have a desire for me.
Oh, absolutely.
But the boy, the 18-year-old boy, did.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. That's the difference. In men, most men, a lot of men would look at it like, "Hey, man, she wants me. Well, she gave me extra tea." Like everybody gets free refills, you jackass.
Right. I felt old. I just felt like, boy, you shouldn't be telling me that.
You are.
But it made you smile, though, didn't
It did make me smile. I was like, I so God, I'm like a cougar right now.
Want to see how I stir that soup?
How old do they have to be to compliment you and it be where you don't feel weird?
I don't know, within like a 5-year range.
So
Okay, so you're
anybody
32.
is
It's up there
27?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe at least be 21.
Yeah, at least they can
able
meet
to-
you at the bar.
Right, at least be able to buy me a drink. It's just odd. I don't know.
Yeah. And did he say it like, "You are so beautiful," like that, or did he just say, "You're just very beautiful"?
Well, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but it was almost like he was taken aback.
Yeah.
You know, he like stared at me for a second. He's like, "You're just so beautiful." I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, thanks."
Oh, he was hitting on you.
I can't find the words.
Thanks, little boy.
Yeah. What was your response? Just thank you.
Yeah, I said, "Oh, thanks. You're cute."
Right. Then did you stare at him after that?
No.
Just kind of keep looking while you were eating your sandwich.
No,
Kind of look over at him like,
please.
You're like, stop
I would rock his world.
looking at me. Were you alone?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Oh yeah. You probably like lonely old widow woman.
Yeah, I'm not a lonely old widow woman.
That's probably what he thought. He's like, she just took a break from doing candy pecans for the holiday gifts.
It's Wednesday. She's ordering a soup and salad.
Super salad. I know, right?
Alone in Panera eating soup and salad.
Nope.
Got to go home and finish up her knitting for her Christmas
Yeah,
gifts.
maybe you just felt bad for me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
As if there weren't enough things to worry about, they said there's an epidemic of young people getting memberships to kitchen supply stores, which is weird. But they're going there to purchase those canisters that make whipped cream, like restaurants use, and using the nitrous oxide that's in those canisters to get high from. Now, growing up, we called them whippets. Like you would take a whip. I don't want to give out how you do it, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. People would suck on the whipped cream cans and get high from it. But this is like another level because these are restaurant industrial quality nitrous oxide canisters, so I'm assuming there's a lot more of it in there.
They're more potent and more powerful?
I would imagine. Certainly more to it than having to get 15 whipped cream cans or whatever it is. It's just like, oh my gosh, they're just on another level. It's not good. It's not good. But that's just one thing they're smarter at than the previous generation. Getting high. Finding new ways to get high. But it seems way more serious now. I mean, Aaron Carter was struggling with that up until he died, with inhaling things. The kids are just different, man. And it's this way it's going to continue to happen.
Do you ever think at 35 you'd be saying that statement, Riggins? Kids are just different, man.
Yeah, because it happens, every time you get older. And it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and things will change. But it's not all bad. Kids aren't just progressively getting worse across the board. They're also more compassionate and more
they're softer.
Accepting.
Is that what you mean?
No, that's not at all what I mean.
Yeah, they're softer.
They're just different. They're different than when I was a kid. I was different when you guys were kids.
Yeah.
So
soft.
That's one way to look at it. So I guess the question is, the kids are different. In what ways are the kids different now from when you were a child? It can be anything, but be as specific as possible if you can. Do it on social media. We've already got a ton of answers for this, and some of them you guys are not going to like, and some of them it might be a good thing that they're different.
Oh, I can imagine.
Maybe you got to go into this with an open mind and an open heart.
I don't want it to turn into just kids suck and they don't like
Exactly.
it. I want it to be like, I hope there are other things. There are positives that make them different than other generations as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So at the Ace TJ Show on social media, we'll find out how the kids are different coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel, the YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because it's got a very special reason to be moving it.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
It's an exciting time. You're thinking about getting a new house. Got to get a mortgage. Maybe you realize, you know what, we can refinance this, maybe save ourselves a lot of money. That's always exciting. But here's what happens. You start getting into the paperwork. You start answering all of the questions they ask, and then they ask for this and that and more. And it can be very overwhelming. That's where Atlantic Bay Mortgage comes in, because Tammy and Curtis at Atlantic Bay Mortgage exist for one reason, that is to give you lending peace of mind. I can say that because they did it for me and Amanda a little over a year ago. We bought our townhouse, and it was a fantastic experience, because instead of just feeling like you're out there all by yourself, scraping and scratching to find information that they're looking for and constantly answer a bunch of questions, Tammy and Curtis work to kind of pare everything down, make it simple, make it easy, make it efficient, and really, truly to give you lending peace of mind. Mortgage, refi, cash out refi, doesn't make any difference. They can make it easier for you and save yourself a lot of money in the process. All you have to do is go to acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB to get all the details about Atlantic Bay Mortgage. NMLS number 91236.
It seems like everybody is always squawking about how somebody's trying to rip them off, or there's some sort of an entitlement mentality when it comes to certain things. everybody's up in arms now because they're noticing that hotels are not letting people use the minibar fridge as a personal refrigerator. They're saying they're just trying to rip us off, charging us $50 to use the mini fridge to keep our stuff cold. Well, it's because the thing works on a sensor, and you can't just start putting your stuff in the minibar because those sensors will go off, and then that's going to end up charging you for stuff.
So what people?
Then they're acting like they're trying to just rip us off. So now people online are recommending that you just tell them you need a fridge in your room because you have medication that needs to be refrigerated. So then everybody's going to be saying, I need a fridge in my room because I got my medication. So you're going to lying and then taking. They're not going to have a fridge for every room that you can have. So some people who do need it for medication aren't going to be able to get it because all of the ones will be used up for your Bush Light or whatever it is you're putting in there.
So people go in, and what you're saying is they'll take things out of the fridge to make room for their stuff.
Right.
And then they get mad because they get charged.
Yeah. So then they just say that they can, if the hotel desk will say, well, I think they'll offer refrigeration for things, but not necessarily bringing you a fridge to your room. Now,
styrofoam cooler.
Yeah, I mean, do like we used to do. Sink full of ice, put the beer in that. Or
Bathtub full of ice.
Whatever you do. Or take the ice bucket and just put a beer in there. Yeah. Put a couple in the sink. Put some in the bathtub. Yeah. Whatever. The ice is free.
And you got a bathtub full of beer. It's a party.
Yeah. People just spoil.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Go back to the old school.
Yeah. And always, every convenience store sells styrofoam ice chests.
Yeah.
They've got free ice right there in the place, in the hotel.
Just ripping people off, man.
Yeah, for real.
But there's not room in that mini fridge for anything. Even if you took the stuff out, it's all slotted for things.
It just happens to be refrigerated. It's not your refrigerator.
Right.
Ace TJ 5. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Since about 1991, I'm not good with the math. I've been in radio for, what is that, 20-something years, 23 years? Yeah. And I look younger now than I did when I started, with a mullet and the whole thing. And I haven't had any work done other than my boobs. I haven't had anything, like Botox or facelift or anything like that. I just got a breast lift. Well, Ace has a bad temper. And I was doing the Sunday morning board opping thing, running the boards for the Casey Kasem and Rick D's Countdown, or whatever it was, one Sunday morning. And he was scheduled, because he was a part-time disc jockey, and he was scheduled to come in at noon and start his shift for the Sunday afternoon. And he pulled into the parking lot, so this little red Cavalier, Chevy Cavalier, drives up, and this big, long guy with long red hair steps out of it, and he was wearing, I remember, the tightest jeans you can get on a man, I think, at that time. And he was wearing white tennis shoes and a white T-shirt, and he had sunglasses on, and his hair had been blow dried. It was flying in the breeze like there was nothing really weighting it down at all. It's frizzy kind of, where he had overly blown it. And he goes up into the studio, and he's almost late to start. Maybe he was a little late, and I had started his first song for him. And he comes in the studio, slamming the door, and the CD hung up in the machine when he sat down. He was cussing, and it hung up, and he started yelling and
hitting the CD player, and he pulled the CD out of it, slung it up against the wall, and he reached and grabbed these emergency, they were called carts. So they were tapes that we could put in and play in case the CD players broke. And he just spun it around, this Lazy Susan that had those things in them, and grabbed Open Arms by Journey, slammed it in the machine, and bam, hit the button to start it, and then turned around and said, hey, I'm sorry, man, I'm Ace. And that's how we met, and I thought, this guy is a complete, Ace something. And that was my first impression of him. Come to find out he had gotten a speeding ticket on the way to work. We were the only 2 single guys on the staff. And we hung out one night and became friends. It was like we didn't go to school together. We always say this. We didn't go to school together, but if we would have, we'd have been best friends. Not so much now. I mean, kind of, best friends are usually best friends for life. You always hear that. But, I mean, he's just all right now.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So it's a big time. It's a big time for a lot of people because a lot of people have decided that it's time to lose weight. And if you are one of those people, just let me tell you that you need to add Calitrin to your life. Calitrin is not a diet drug. And it also, I tell you this all the time, that it also doesn't claim that you're going to lose weight overnight, like big amounts of weight in a short period of time. Like I'm going to lose 25 pounds in 3 days. It's not doing that because it's safe. That's not safe to be doing. For example, there's a lady on their website. Her name's Dawn. She's lost over 100 pounds in about 2 years, and she's kept it off with Calitrin. And they have all kinds of amazing, I don't use that word often, but amazing transformations with people who have used Calitrin to help them lose weight. It is the top quality collagen protein, and it promotes fat loss and lean muscle. So if you buy 4 months supply now, you get 4 months free, plus the free acai detox cleanse. You're going to get that as well. So go to acetj.com/weight loss, acetj.com/weight loss, and order Calitrin.
I like the name Dawn. It's a good name.
Mm-hmm. So new every day.
It is. Oh, love that. Delta Dawn. How are the kids different? That's what we're talking about. These kids are different. How are they different from when you were a kid? And a lot of these are negative, but there are some positive ones. And I'd like to highlight those first before we get into the tidal wave of awful. Like Kristen, she said, I see a lot of negative things in the comments. I want to talk about the positive. They're more accepting of others and their differences, special needs, etc. They stand up more for what they believe in. They stick up for their friends and others being bullied rather than joining in. It still happens, just not as much. They're more aware of their emotions and are more willing to communicate it rather than just shoving it all down. Girls are realizing their worth is more than just looks. There will always be negative in each generation, but I'd like to focus on the positive. So that's a good one.
Well, when is she going to get to the positives?
Those were all positive.
Oh.
More accepting, and girls know their worth now. So those are positive.
Those
things.
were the positive ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Kelly said, they're weak, have so much depression. They're depressed. I've hired employees from each generation, and even 5 years makes a difference. The younger generation, teenagers, do not want to work. Their cell phones never leave them, even if they're not supposed to be on. They can't help themselves. They want to do what they want and just get by. I would hire 20-somethings over teenagers any day. Communication's also an issue. They don't know how to call and talk to you if they need to. It's a real problem. Jill said, work ethic, much, much different. I was raised to be loyal to the company paying you. Job hoppers were frowned at. These days, they can jump from one job to the next as soon as they're offered 2 cents more than they currently make. No loyalty.
I think some of that is because of the change of attitude of acquiring things.
Acquiring things?
Yeah, because, for example, in the 80s, when Ace and I were young, we were teenagers, we wanted to get a job, to work, to have a car, or to have, something of bigger value than clothes or a phone. As this, these past few decades, there's been a constant teaching to young people that you don't need a big house, you don't need a car, you don't need this. As a matter of fact, a car is killing everything. Your car is destroyed. You don't want that. You want a tiny house nation. You don't need to live in your own home. Rent a place with your friends. How fun is that? That sort of thing has made it to where that they, that's why they're not, with the work ethic or whatever. I think
a lot of it too is the fact that now everything comes to them. It does it for all of us. Everything comes to you. You want to buy something? Amazon comes to you. You want to get music? Comes to you. TV comes to you. Movies comes to you. Everything comes to you instead of you having to go out and get it. Makes all the difference in the world.
Chick-fil-A.
That's how you approach things. Yeah, you want food? Boom, boom, boom. DoorDash drops it off at your house. Groceries, they'll drop it off to you. Everything comes to you instead of you having to go out and acquire things. You having to go out to do them, make the effort. It makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah. You're welcome. Isn't that great?
Not really. Not necessarily.
Says the guy.
Mr. DoorDash.
Mr. DoorDash extraordinaire.
Yeah, but I've already aged out of that. I've already got everything. I already know how to communicate with people and spend time with people and value relationships more.
Yeah, unlike Rob in there.
Yeah.
Can't talk to anybody.
Can't even talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm his friend. Or so I thought. There's plenty more of these. And there's a great one about bridal showers and things like that. We'll get to them next.
The bridal shower one is
really
very funny.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel, the YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because we've got a very special reason to be moving it.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
You're looking for information about the lake and the lake area? Lake Norman Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area and reaches over 50,000 Lake Norman residents every single month. Currents combines advertising with email marketing as well as online and social media marketing. It's a full package and has been serving the Lake Norman area for over 13 years. You can get the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com. That's lncurrents.com.
There's a guy named Alan Watson. Alan Watson. He was eating lunch in an IKEA. Don't ask. I mean, some people do that.
Meatballs are great.
Some people, I'm not eating
That's what
lunch.
they say.
I'm not doing that. But anyway, he was eating lunch in IKEA with his wife and then just minding his own business. And all of a sudden, through the doors comes another man, normally dressed, and he's holding 2 leashes. And at the end of those leashes were not 2 small dogs. They were 2 more men dressed as dogs. He was walking 2 grown men dressed as dogs. They are called furries. Walking on their hands and knees through an IKEA. And he said people obviously noticed because that's an odd sight.
Sure.
But everybody was desperately trying to not look too hard, not to stare. I'm sorry.
They should have been told to leave.
I would have been staring, taking pictures.
Yeah.
If I see that, I don't care. I'm not trying to protect anybody's
It's
feelings.
disruptive behavior.
Weird.
They should have been asked to leave.
It's weird. And it's weird. You're in IKEA and you have a person on a leash.
I
I
hate
don't care
it.
what kind of subculture that is.
I hate it when people are so narcissistic that they have to subject innocent people in public to their fetishes.
Yeah.
Why should those people who are minding their own business, shopping in an IKEA, have to be exposed to your fetish?
I don't even. Is it a sexual fetish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could it just be like just something they're into?
But you know what?
Either way.
Would it matter? Yeah, to me, I don't even know that it matters.
You know what? There's a screw loose in your head if you're wanting to walk around with humans on a leash, or if you're wanting to be one of the humans on the leash. And you need to be walked on that leash right into a mental institution.
And the people in IKEA have rights also. Everybody,
Yeah.
they have rights too. They have the right to not have to be subjected to that, whether it's in some store.
I'm trying to get like a cheap nightstand. I'm not trying to look at this.
Right,
It's crazy.
exactly.
It's nuts. about how these kids are different, man. They're different. Vaping and doing the jerk and going to soda fountains or what do they go? Soda shops.
They're Saddle Oxford and they're rock and roll. Saddle Oxfords.
That's the way this feels. But the answers here from our radio family are pretty funny. How are the kids different than when you were a kid growing up? My favorite answer and the most popular one on social media comes from Sue Ellen. We know Sue Ellen. Mm-hmm. She said, I went to a bridal shower over the weekend and the bride's mom had written a sweet note in her card, but the bride couldn't read it because it was in cursive. On the upside, we old folks now have a secret code for communication. I mean, the bride couldn't read cursive. So 20-year-olds can't read cursive?
Yeah, I don't think they teach cursive anymore.
For 20 years?
Yeah.
They don't teach you how to write it. They don't teach you how to read it.
That's wild.
I guess.
She's like, what is this? A lot of people talking about how kids ruin iPads and things like that. They just, wreck iPads, which I don't know how that happens. They're just rough on it, I guess. Tracy said they don't have chores. They're not made to do anything. Parents pay to have their house clean, their yard mowed, and they have teenagers at home. That's what we were for. Oh, and they never get grounded. If we got a bad grade, we were grounded for an entire 6 weeks. Not one day before. Parents are weak nowadays.
Don't be weak.
Now, do you guys take any offense to that?
No,
kids?
I grounded my kids. I mean, heck, y'all got mad at me because I took away my daughter's 5th and 6th birthday because she got in trouble.
So it's not you guys. It's everybody else?
Sure.
Fair enough. You didn't take the bait on that one.
No, there's one here in the DMs. It's pretty funny. Kids are smarter, she writes. My tweens figured out how to backdoor their dad's Apple parental controls by using a VPN. Then figured out how to change the name of their device so it comes up under a different name on the Wi-Fi. And they tell their dad their school Chromebook Wi-Fi is off. They need it on for homework. Then they went into parental controls and changed it so certain websites were always allowed. So when dad set YouTube to that 1 hour limit a day, they just laugh. That applied to the app, not the website.
Jeez,
they've learned how to, they're tweens, and they've backdoored all of his devices and figured out how to do it. He has no idea. He thinks, rightfully so, I'm doing the right thing. I'm limiting the YouTube every day, and I can shut everything off and on, and I'm checking to see when they're online by following along. It turns out I've got him completely fooled.
They done backdoor dad.
Well, how do they still have him fooled? Why hasn't she stopped it?
I don't know. Maybe she put an end to it, but it appears as if she's just kind of laughing along about it.
That's a problem.
Stupid dad.
Yeah.
We backdoored you.
Stupid.
I just got backdoored. There's so many of these. So contribute your own at the Ace TJ Show on social media. Incredible.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Hey, it's Ace. This is my wife, Amanda. Behind us, that's our living room, where every Thursday night on the show Facebook page, we do live from the living room. But this week, it's different because we're not going to be on the show Facebook page. We're moving live from the living room to this YouTube channel, the YouTube channel you're watching right now. Just like you're watching now, you can watch us Thursday night because we've got a very special reason to be moving.
We are going to be live from my parents' living room in Salisbury with my brother and Ace's son, Cade, and we're going to be doing our gender reveal to share with you guys. So we will already know, but our family and you guys are going to find out at the same time live from YouTube.
Yeah, so it's going to be live on this YouTube channel Thursday night, 7 o'clock. So live from Amanda's parents' living room with the big gender reveal this Thursday night. So we hope you'll join us Thursday night, live from the living room, 7 o'clock, right here on the Ace TJ TV YouTube channel.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the
Share Funny podcast. Now live on YouTube. This is
Family Presents. Unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost.
right here.
Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Y'all would be so surprised. And I was just asking Rob if he would turn where the air will kick off, because it feels like the air is coming right down onto the back of my head and the back of my neck. Y'all would be surprised at the difference in temperature that it makes to go from, I buzz my hair, and when it's gotten a little bit longer and it needs to be buzzed all the way down, the difference between it needing to be buzzed down and after I buzz it down in how much colder it is insane.
Really? Just that little bit.
Just that little bit, because you would, and especially around where I still have thick hair, I don't have it on the top. But it's just when it gets out a little longer, it makes a big difference in the way the temperature feels. It's weird. See, you'll never know of that, Riggins.
I'm sure I will.
Because you'll always have good hair, good thick hair.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it would have already started thinning a little bit by now if you weren't going to have super thick hair forever. And good for you. They always say you want your kids to have what you didn't.
Hair?
Yeah.
I could pull off bald. I would go bald. My dad's bald.
You could. You have a pleasant face.
I think they say look at your mom's dad.
Yeah.
For the hair cues.
I think they may have dispelled that, though.
Oh, is that true?
I think.
I'm looking
for some reason. I think. But Rob, do you notice a difference in it when it's cold? Your hair is thinning some.
The back of my head, yeah, that's where it's thinning. So yeah, for sure.
And doesn't take much.
Really? You got to wear hats and stuff.
Yeah, I throw his hood up. I throw his hood up on him.
Don't hats make your hair thin faster? And that's what they say?
No, it doesn't, though. It's a hormone.
That's what they said about Kenny Chesney and all his hats.
No, it's a hormone issue.
Yeah, it comes from both parents.
Yeah.
You're right. You just proved it. Yeah.
I know everything.
You do.
Every damn thing. I know every damn thing. But that has been dispelled, so it does come from both parents. And that's just as reliable as the whole thing of looking at a woman's mom and a girl's mom being able to tell if the girl gonna be fat or not.
That's true, isn't it?
That's very true.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But there are guys that just swear by that. Look, not just the overweight part, but if the mama's ugly, she's gonna be ugly.
Well, of course. It's your kid. You look
do
like
girls
your kid.
do that about the dads? Like,
Probably.
You have a girlfriend when you're in high school and she meets your dad, and your dad's like, looks like a typical old guy. She's like, ooh, I got to break up with him. He's gonna look like his dad.
Probably.
Did the moms sit around and tell is that the lesson for the little girls, the way the dads always do that with you start dating a little old girl, now you look at her mama. Whatever her mama looks like, what's she gonna end up looking like?
Her mama good looking. You did good on that one.
But, the daughter could look like the dad. But so why are you wasting time looking at what the mom looks like if she looks like her dad?
But here's the thing too, though. Have younger women ever, until recently, found as many older men attractive to even bother to look? You know what I mean? Like when my dad was my age, or even less than my age, I feel like he looked and seemed a lot older than I do.
So like people are aging more gracefully these days, is what you're thinking?
Yeah, or is it more of I think, yeah, because people are looking younger longer. You know what I mean? Or they're acting younger. They're more active longer than they used to be. So I'm saying is like when we went to high school, I don't know that high school girls, did they look at our dads and check them out and be like, damn, his dad's going to go. But now they probably do.
I think it's a lifestyle of where you live. I bet if you went back to Pineville, Louisiana, and looked at all the guys that are your age, Ace, they wouldn't seem as young to you as you seem to you.
That's probably true. You're right. You could be right.
Yeah.
I just know
times is still hard back there.
I know.
You've been cityfied for a long time.
Moorefields keep
You coming
young.
in? You coming in here? You know, you wearing the latest fashions and shit.
Yeah.
You got a hat on. You know, the flat bill snapback. You got it cocked to the side, wearing your hoodies and your Michael Jordans.
I just always think about there's a picture.
100 necklaces.
There's a picture of me and my friends, my T-ball team when I was 5, 6 years old, and my dad would have been about the age Riggins and Rob are now, and he looks like he's 50.
But your dad
wearing some old brown slacks and a
that's what I say.
big ass old man trucker hat sitting on his head because that's just what they wore at the time.
Yeah, but I don't think hell. Back then, though, he was wearing those, you know, those Levi's knit jean things, you know, and all. That's what the men were wearing. Your dad probably looked like damn Jim Rockford.
There you go. You're right, TJ.
Hell.
Because it could be because the fashion has
Jim
changed.
Rockford, man, James Garner.
Fashion has changed so much too. A lot of that is the fact that hell, everybody's hat set way up on top of their head because when they gave hats to the kids for the teams, like here, just take a hat.
Damn
fix
white
it.
belt. White belt and some some brown Levi's cut like jeans but made out of dress pants, double knit material. Big old ass collar on a snap up shirt. What you talking about, man? Your daddy
collar touching shoulders, boy.
Yeah, you called him daddy, but everybody else called him cat daddy.
Very true.
But didn't your dad, wasn't he gray early though?
No, he
wasn't.
He stayed. He was in his 50s, I guess, before he started getting gray.
Cat daddy out there.
Cat daddy.
Hell yeah, where you going, cat daddy, with that T-ball bat? Oh, you got the equipment, don't you? You damn right. Cat daddy.
Kayla from upstairs said, I believe women are looking for someone more stable, but if you want a good laugh and shock, look up the expectations women have for men in today's time. My husband and I had a good laugh and deep conversation about how unrealistic women are becoming. I watched a guy who, I don't know, he shows up on social media from time to time in various forms, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, but he was talking to a woman about what she wanted out of a man. And like her first thing was makes over $150,000 a year. He goes, okay, so that's you've cut down. You're down to 1% of the male population. Got to be over 6 feet. And by the time he was done, he said, look, you've listed all these things out, and you wonder why you can't find a man because she had narrowed it down to like 0.02% of the male population in the country fit all of her categories. She's like, what you're looking for is impossible to find. You're expecting way too much out of a guy.
They always do.
Maybe they do.
But to your original point, Ace, about men back then looking older than men of the same age now.
Yeah.
So much of our culture changed with the popular with the popularity of cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Once women could get a big old pair of fake boobs put on them, and then the ones that didn't have the fake boobs put on them wanted them, and they'd find some older guy who could buy them for them.
Game changer.
Then the next thing you know, men is getting Botox, and men is ordering from Fashion Nova and all those places with all the fancy in-style clothes. They putting on Uggs and scarves and shit like that. Wearing a damn LL Cool J Kangol hat. Walk around looking like a damn cool piece of meat. Gliding through the damn trailer parks. Hey, I got money and you can't hide it. That's what they've been saying nowadays. Y'all out there, you old men now out there, You going to damn Calvin Harris concerts and shaking your ass, shake that ass, strut that ass everywhere. You letting them know, hey, yeah, this rooster's still got a little red left in his comb.
Those guys in Pineville were not ready for him.
Oh, hell no. He knew he's going to make something of himself. What he made is a damn fashion plate out of himself. Fountain of youth. That's what he done come to the big city and got into.
That's right.
They'd be like, here we are just getting older and older, and the further our balls sag, the younger old David gets. Hell, when I go to the beach now, you look at my footprints in the trail behind me, looks like I got a rope dangling from my neck, dragging the ground. Them's my balls. Step, step, ball track. Step, step, ball. Like a mule pulling a plow. Not old David, though. He done got him a young wife. About to have another baby.
Yeah.
He gonna be pushing a stroller around the dog park. They don't have damn dog parks here in Pineville, Louisiana.
Hell no, they don't.
They don't.
You know what they got? Don't have dog parks. We got dog pens and dog crates where we take them to the woods hunting. He's out there using them as fashion accessories.
He comes back to Pineville dressed like Jamiroquai and strutting his stuff.
Jamiroquai.
Thinking he's damn Eric Estrada or somebody.
He left us behind.
Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Share Funny is sponsored by The Closet Niche. You know what I was thinking the other day? Because they're so great at organizing people's business, you know, their closets and garages and all that stuff. Yeah. It would be cool if we could somehow get them to build something into Alexis's car to get it organized and all, like have a little hidden compartment for her car snacks, she calls them.
It's a good idea.
I mean, she's still driving around with that sledgehammer in her car from when they kicked us out of the old station we were in.
But she claims that sledgehammer is there for protection.
I still haven't seen her swing it.
She can't swing it.
Now, what's in the trunk? She can't get to it. It's probably covered up with clothes.
But, you know, if they did a car niche, you know, if you could get that. So if you have a hard time keeping things organized in your lives, you know, in your pantry and mainly stuff like your closet and office and stuff like that, they can really help. They have something that, you know, they can design to make things easier for you, like they did with our studio here. Their old setup that we had, I thought it was very nice of them not to just completely act like we were morons the way we had things set up and all. They were cordial about it, but they couldn't get that old stuff out of here fast enough. They're like, I don't even want to look at that. Because before Closet Niche came in and did our studio, Riggins and Alexis were hitting this TV behind me, this monitor thing. It had to be adjusted every time they'd walk back to their chairs because it was such a tight squeeze in here. Now we got plenty of room. And they can do the same for you with the best price guarantee. Fast turnaround, 2 to 3 weeks usually to install. And sometimes even just one day, depending on what exactly that you need done. And if it doesn't fit, then they will, I'm not going to say quit.
I wondered.
They guarantee it fits, you know. So they do everything top notch at the Closet Niche. Go to acetj.com/closet and check them out. acetj.com/closet. Ace, I don't know if you have this same thing, and I recognize that it's probably a bias on my part.
Okay.
But I always think people my age look older than I do.
Yeah, I don't always think that.
I pretty much always think. I go, that guy's my age. I look way younger than he does.
Yeah, I don't find that to be the case.
Women in the news that are my age are like, oh, she looks like an old rug. Somebody's been beaten.
It's always that way. It never
Pretty
goes
much,
the other way.
It's kind of like the way I say that every pair of sunglasses looks great on me.
There's something I've never said.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when I go buy a pair of sunglasses, it all comes down to the comfort of them, how they feel, because they're all going to damn look good.
So you're not trying them on for looks because you know they look good. You're just trying them on for feel.
Yeah, I could just walk in and have the person working at the sunglass place just take a pair and throw them at me and land on my face, and if I'm just going by looks, I'd walk out with them. No big deal. No big deal to me.
That's great.
Yeah. But like that woman that was busted for allegedly running a brothel with her son in Florida. She's 52 or 53.
Hang on, I'm going to look her up.
And I automatically thought, damn, she looks old.
Did she look old?
I think she looks older than I do.
You can't take yourself out of it.
Mm-mm.
See her.
Hang on, give me 2 seconds.
No, I mean,
well, that's a tough life, though.
Oh, well, okay.
A brothel life?
Yeah, I would imagine.
The brothel life for me.
Definitely looks older.
Yeah, TJ, newsflash, you look, her son looks older than you, and he's 28.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's because I'm so damn young looking.
Right. That's a rough looking couple.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Riggins and Rob, are you at you're 35, 36. Do you see anything like that now? Or you think, oh, that dude's 35 too? Oh, I look way better than he does.
I had an example yesterday. I was watching the Last of Us, and the main character says it's 36, and I'm 37. I was like, he looks way older than me.
Is he in real life way older than you? Do you know?
I think so. The guy who plays him, I think, is way older. But they tried to make him look younger, and either they didn't do a good job, or I'm just delusional. I don't know.
One of the things that will, I mean, it's just natural. But one of the things that will make you feel like you're getting old is when you are watching football, and most of the head coaches are younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Especially now that move is they're making going younger and younger with head coaches. So now the coaches are in their early 30s. You're like, damn.
Or the first time your boss is younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother's got that now. He works for some like tech CEO. He's like he started his own company, and he's like 25, and now he works on like the biggest movies, like Marvel movies and stuff like that. Just like wears like the sweatpants to work, and it's like a genius.
But Ace, you know Charlie that we used to work for. He was our general manager at the radio station. He was a few years younger than us.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't seem that way.
And so was the one that followed him called Hotch.
Yeah, I knew he was.
Yeah, he looked like a little kid.
I figured if you're within a couple years there, I kind of consider you to be the same age. You know what I mean? So I didn't think of Charlie in that way, but I knew Hotch was younger than us.
Either way, I still put them both in the locker.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
Just because you're younger doesn't make you any cooler.
Riggins, has it gotten to a point where I know you talk about you call your dad old, because he lives in a retirement home. They're old. They're just
He does live in a retirement home.
I mean, a retirement community.
Yeah, they do.
Retirement community.
Yes, they do.
So, have you ever looked at him yet and go, wow, my dad looks old? Because he doesn't. Your dad doesn't look old at all.
No, and he was always like a big guy, but he would do like backflips off our diving board.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, God, he's surprisingly limber and spry and stuff like that. He still plays softball. It hadn't really hit me like that yet.
Yeah.
He was doing yoga last time I came home. I was like, what does he do?
Oh,
he does yoga now. I go, Dad does
Really?
yoga?
Yeah.
Where's his purse?
Did you give him a hard time?
Oh my God. It's like, are you joking? You do yoga?
Yeah.
It's like, I love it.
Last year, if you did yoga, he would be all over you.
Please. Are you kidding me? My brother got his eyebrows waxed when he was 16. And my dad had a shit fit coronary at the dinner table. Now he's doing yoga in the den. It's like, you douche. You're such a douche.
He's trying to be healthy.
Yeah, he's doing everything right.
Yeah
he's doing it. He's good. No, it hadn't hit me, but I'm sure it will. Like, that's not easy watching your parents get older.
Well, and they get older, and I think it kind of happens. But with my dad, let's see, what is today? So in a couple weeks, my dad would have been dead 11 years this month. Like two weeks from now, it'll be 11 years. And but I remember he'd gotten sick one time. He had a little medical mishap, whatever, a couple years before he died. About 2 years before he died. And that was the first time that I, even though I didn't see him, every few months because we lived so far away, when I did see him, I thought, damn, like, whoa, you got old in the past 6 months, 7 months, whatever it was. It was more of I guess it was because it's a medical thing, but it was quite a shock. Like, golly, you got old looking all of a sudden. The first time I ever thought, oh, he looks kind of frail.
Yeah, my daughter at times will fret over me, like, but it's almost like she thinks that I'm older than, or that I'm, I don't know, I guess that I'm old and feeble. I'm not sure. Like the other day, I was under the house, in that area that you go under the house to change out this water filter that we have to do. It's what country people have to do. And it's right off the living room. Well, it wasn't coming off. It had created a vacuum that I couldn't release it, and so I was just straining with this thing, and I'm like, I'm making these noises, and the next thing I hear is her walking around the corner in the yard, going, "Dad, are you okay?" Like she thought I was hurt or falling out or something, just because I was making that noise and I was straining. Yeah. And of course, Jody was worried too.
Right.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, my God, I mean, get somebody to help you. You sound like you're about to fall out down there. You sound like you're dying.
Who's going to help me?
Well, that's all I was doing, just straining on it. And then coming to find out it was because I wasn't doing it right.
Oh,
shocker!
Oh, that's why you were having to strain so hard as you weren't doing it right?
It turns out there are steps that you take. And that's wondering why every time I do this, why is it so hard to get this thing off? Because I make sure to not tighten it. You know, when you're changing filters, you're not supposed to take the filter wrench and just tighten down on it when you put it back on. And every time I'm like, I did it hand tight. I made sure, and it's still not coming. And I'll usually sit down there and fight with it. Well, this time I couldn't even get it off. And so Jody looked it up on YouTube. And you turn one water line off. Then you go open the faucets in the house until all the water comes out of the pipes. Then you go back down and you open the other, like close off the other water line, and then there's a pressure release button on the top of it. So I did it all step by step yesterday, and it just
popped right off
easily. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, and it may just be because Lainey worries about everything. She's one of those types. She thought I was dying under there.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Or unless Jody said, "Go see if your dad's dying down there." He sounds like it.
Just under the living room.
And then I'm out of breath because I've been struggling, straining with it. So it may have sounded worse than it was.
Yeah, I had the opposite.
Coming out of there, I mean, I tripped and one of the tennis balls fell off my walker. But I'm not old.
Yeah, I have the opposite. I wish Amanda sometimes would realize, hey, I am a little bit older. Slow down. The hearing thing has been the big thing. Hey, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just don't hear that great.
Yeah.
30 years of doing this every morning with music blasted in your head and 20 years in a band. If you're not looking at me sometimes, I can't hear you. And then she's, you have me repeat everything? Yes, I cannot hear you. I don't hear well.
Can you say it
old.
again, please?
And Rush Limbaugh, who was completely deaf, and the only way he could hear was through his cochlear implants. He said that deafness is the only disability where people get mad at you.
It's a good point
for having it.
Very good point.
Nobody gets mad and says, "Well, you can't walk over here."
Yeah.
To somebody who can't walk. Why can't you walk over here? But if you can't hear them, they get mad at you.
Because they have to repeat themselves so often.
I said.
And sometimes if I get up off the couch, it's like, you got to make a noise. I don't know what that is. Just like, just trying to stand up. Knee hurts, whatever.
I think some of that, though, becomes a habit.
What?
Of making noises and all when you get up. It's kind of like people, you ever been talking to somebody who has a crutch where they'll yawn? Like when the conversation is, they don't know what to say, so they'll yawn. I think a lot of times people make noises like that when they're getting up because it's just become a habit for them.
Yeah.
Because I do it, but I'm not hurting every time I get up.
Yeah, me either. But I made an effort to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Try to pay attention to it.
Well, maybe it was a lot louder than you thought because you can't hear yourself.
Could be.
I mean, you may have sounded like damn Tarzan getting up.
Hey, look, I tell you what, though, I'm not lying. Since that bicycle trip, I've had to start incorporating doing like stretching and everything because my hips have been giving me trouble since then. If I sit very long, then I go to get up, it's just my hips will hurt. And it's ever since I did that 500-mile bicycle thing.
Really?
Yeah. So,
in case you missed that, Ace had the longest paper route in the world.
It's 500 miles. Drop it off the papers, man.
Wow.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
But look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with the Closet Niche. Annie over the Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got.
So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future, thanks to Annie from the Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D, where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from. Give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. I want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage,
yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new Closet Niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
That's right. Briggins, you ever given your dog lemons? You ever try to feed your dog a lemon?
No.
I wonder what he would think of that.
We just tried it the other night.
Yeah, they're doing that now.
Yeah, he wasn't playing. He wasn't digging it. We just held it down like, would he take it? Would he be curious what it tastes like? He sniffed it. And then like, no thanks, just walked away.
I love lemons.
I do too.
I do too.
Love fresh lemon.
Is there a reason people are giving their dogs lemons?
They say that if they eat dry dog food, that lemons are good for them in some way or another. I'm not sure.
We tried.
Clears up your urinary tract, like cranberry juice.
For dogs and people, or just dogs?
I don't know. I mean, that's what they say.
Cranberry juice works on people.
Yeah, so like anything with like high citric acid, I think is probably good for kidney stones. So it might help like their, if you got a UTI or something.
Even a spirited cranberry juice?
Maybe. Cranberry vodka. Hello.
A vodka soda splash cranberry.
Just a little splash. I gave my dog a marshmallow and I posted it on my Instagram story a couple months ago, and a woman messaged me and said there's a lot of sugar in that. It's not good for dogs. I said, no shit, it's a marshmallow. I don't think there's anything but sugar in it.
That's what I mean.
Shut up.
She feel like she got to tell you that.
Yeah, like I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought
if she listens to the radio at all or the podcast, she knows you're not an idiot. You can tell you're an intelligent person. But why does she think you're stupid enough to not know that marshmallows have sugar in it?
I know this is your first dog, but there's a lot of sugar in that, and that's not good for dogs. It's like, oh, really? I was feeding him strictly marshmallows for the last couple of years. I don't even get him dog food, just marshmallows.
Thought it was a diet program.
And I took it down. Like I let her make me think like that was bad to put on, and I took it down and I went, why did I do that? That was dumb. Like what?
Yeah.
It was one message and I took it down and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not posting anything else.
I don't post anything else.
I didn't and I haven't. There's a lot of sugar in that. And I so wanted to DM her back with like the mean, like, there's a lot of sugar in that. It's a marshmallow. Of course, there's a lot of sugar in it, but I didn't. It's like why I caught.
Recognize and ridicule.
Maybe. I guess that's one way.
In time for a little R&R.
Yeah. I'm still
because
giving
it's an insult. It's an insult to you.
Yeah, I guess so.
To think that you don't know that there's sugar, because the defense for that would be, I was just trying to help.
Yeah.
Well, no, you weren't. You were. If you were trying to help, then you should have stopped and said, "Well, wait a minute. That boy's smart. He's had that dog for a long time. He knows that marshmallows, even if you don't have a dog, you know marshmallows have sugar in them, that they're made of sugar."
Yeah.
Hey, look, I know you enjoy going to the fair, but that cotton candy has a lot of sugar in it.
No duh. But I saw it like 10 steps ahead. I was like, okay, now let's say I send her this mean message. Then she screenshots it, posts it on her own thing, and says, look at what a big dick he is for,
I don't even
for saying this.
Not even saying you even had to respond. You could have just taken her message down and then just gone on about your business.
Yeah.
Not even have to get into it with her.
But it was like a DM. It wasn't even to be like, she sent it to me directly. Like I actually am a dumb idiot.
Well, then, yeah, you could have just said, hey, thanks. I had no idea.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You dumb man.
There's a lot of sugar in it. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
With a thumbs up.
Yeah. Now it's the only way I can get him to do anything. I'm like, you want a marshmallow? And he's like, yeah, hell yeah, I do. We go through a lot of marshmallows.
Yeah. I every now and then I'll take a marshmallow and put it on a skewer and roast it over the burner on the stove.
Yeah, just a little snack.
Yeah,
sure.
And I need a little taste of something sweet.
They're so good.
Make s'mores.
Yeah, sure.
You can make them in the oven.
Yeah,
s'mores.
S'mores.
I try not to do that because s'mores is such a Yankee thing.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that I like. Try as I might, I cannot think of there ever being a time as a kid we roasted marshmallows, but never made s'mores.
No, we did.
I like s'more flavored things too, like a chewy granola bar, like s'more.
Swirl.
Yeah,
Pop tarts,
s'more cereal.
Yeah, absolutely.
S'mores Pop Tarts are pretty solid.
Yeah. I don't know that I ever make. I couldn't tell you the last time I made a s'more.
They're just very messy.
Yeah,
Yeah, messy. And,
Yeah.
But Ace,
They're
you
delicious.
like Rocky Road ice cream too. I don't like that.
Yes, I do.
Because I mean, it does get much more Yankee than Rocky Road ice cream.
See, I never thought that. That was always my favorite ice cream growing up.
What is Rocky Road?
It's chocolate and marshmallow flavor.
Chocolate marshmallow.
It's really dark. It looks like mud dark chocolate.
I always loved Rocky Road ice cream growing up, but I never thought of it. Never knew it wasn't a Southern thing. They always had it in the ice cream place.
Yeah, but they didn't even have an ice cream place when I was growing up. The ice cream place was Dairy Queen.
We had to go to Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. They had it in Alexandria.
Yeah, we didn't have that. We had to go. That was something special we got to go to in the big city.
Yeah.
When we go to the movies or something.
A Baskin Robbins?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten Baskin Robbins. We had a Dairy Queen though.
Yeah, the other we would get was a Stark's family restaurant that later became Dairy Queen.
I was gonna say that's Dairy Queen, isn't it?
It is now, yeah. But Stark's was you would get ice cream at Stark's, but you didn't have all those. Rocky Road was not an option at Stark's.
No.
Yeah, soft cone, vanilla, chocolate, dip cone,
and none of that cool orange dip cone either.
Right.
Like at Dairy Queen now.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Dairy Queen, real good.
Dairy Queen, real good.
Mm-hmm.
And the Blizzard still head and shoulders above. I don't know what the difference is. Head and shoulders above
McFlurry.
The McFlurry.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever else they have at Sonic.
It's not as good as the Slizzard though.
I got me a large Slizzard. My dad used to get a grape Mr. Misty at Dairy Queen. That was like a slush.
Uh-huh.
He loved it. Or a dilly bar. Get a dilly bar or a Great Mr. Misty.
Yeah, the dilly bar was the number one seller, I think.
That's like an ice cream sandwich on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like that one?
Or is it like a dip cone on a stick? I can't remember.
I thought it was like the ice cream sandwich.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
On a stick. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
But they had a thing called the Double Fudge Chocolate Delight that had Little Debbie brownies in it. It was a hot fudge sundae with Little Debbie brownies in it, with the ice cream was sitting on top of the brownies.
But that's real good.
Mm-hmm. It was. But you know what? It had sugar in
It had a lot of sugar in it. Like, you dumbass asshole.
Yeah,
I won't say that lady's name.
Yeah, the dilly bar was like the round, more round, almost like an ice cream sandwich on a stick with the hard dip shell.
Yes, it was like a dip cone on a stick.
Yeah.
Dilly bar. Right. Want to go get a dilly bar? No, it's not 1922. I don't know what the shit that is. I'm getting a Blizzard. Snickers Blizzard, Reese's Blizzard, Oreo Blizzard. That's kind of my wheelhouse.
What was the I don't even know if this is a thing anymore, if it's considered offensive.
Uh-oh.
But you remember,
gonna be good.
An Eskimo pie?
Yeah.
They still make those, or is that offensive now?
Let's see.
And that was like a Klondike bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, Mr. Todd's got it up here. Eskimo pie. Yeah, it
But that
probably
thing-
is offensive.
But that's the same type of thing as a dilly bar, where it's got the shell, shell chocolate on the vanilla ice.
See, to
on
me,
the
that's
vanilla
an ice cream bar. That's what, if
Yeah.
somebody said like an ice cream bar, I would think of the Eskimo pie.
You like a fudge sickle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to love fudge sickles. And then they had banana ones that it was made of banana ice cream, not like a banana popsicle. They were hard to find, though, in my little town. They didn't have them very
Fudge
often.
sickles are really good.
Uh-huh.
Real good.
Messy, though.
Yeah.
Gary on YouTube said Southern s'mores is called a moon pie. Well, it's not the same thing.
No.
Because the s'mores, the marshmallows melted, the chocolate, the Hershey's melted on there with the graham cracker crust.
I think moon pies are just okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. They're okay. They're okay.
Vanilla ones are my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. They say that the Eskimo pie is now called an Edie's pie.
Edie's the company?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Eskimos were
So they just
not
like, look,
happy.
tell we just take the name off and let's keep turning them out. There's nothing, though, an ice cream sandwich will always hold a special place in my heart.
Sure. In the white
ice
paper?
ice cream sandwiches are just fantastic.
And you're not talking about the sexual act. You're talking about the actual
ice cream sandwich.
treat.
Not
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good, because I would hate you saying that you enjoy the other ice cream sandwich.
I'm going to have to Google that now. Give me a minute. All right.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's
go! Yep. Rob just told us some big news. I don't know how this will affect people outside of the Carolinas where we live. Where did you get that information, Rob?
My niece shared it with me from the Appalachian Mountain Brewery.
Okay. That Appalachian Mountain Brewery is teaming with Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits, to create a hard iced tea. A spirited iced tea. Because people love Bojangles tea. You drink unsweet tea, Riggins, so does it matter one way or the other who's got the best unsweet tea?
Oh, yeah.
It does?
Oh, yeah.
Because Bojangles sweet tea, which, again, should be just called tea, you should only have to clarify if it's unsweet, because, tea should be sweet.
Yeah, it's called sweet tea on the label.
I know. Southerners like to folksy that up too much, I think. Sweet tea. Get a little sweet tea. It's just tea. If it's not sweet, that's when you got to say it. Otherwise, people should just understand that if you say tea, then it's going to be sweet, unless you say unsweet.
Yeah, man. And I hate some fake folksy.
Mm-hmm.
People being
I know.
fake folksy are the worst.
Sweeter than sweet tea. But anyway, I'm still wanting to try, and I got a feeling that I told y'all this the other day. I think I got a feeling this is going to be just too damn sweet. Sweet tea and coconut rum. Somebody said it was good.
Sweet tea and coconut, yeah, that would be very
Malibu
sweet.
rum and sweet tea.
Yeah. I pictured like thick, like
no, it's like a syrup.
Syrupy.
Yeah. It'd be like a syrup.
Yeah. That might be a little too much.
And I like sweet drinks. Girly drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't like too sweet.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. I can drink them. My wife won't drink sweet drinks hardly at all.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And if she tries one, like if my little friend Jenny's handsome husband Michael and I get a girly drink, she'll try it. And she won't just say, no, I don't like that. She'll be like, oh, my God. Ugh. Like she has to go on and, that is too sweet. Too sweet. Ugh. Or either, oh, my God, it's like medicine.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Like medicine to me.
You don't want any more? What does she drink? What's her, cocktail?
She if she's going to get a cocktail, it's vodka soda with lime or / cranberry.
Yeah.
She drinks wine and beer mostly, though.
She does.
Yeah. But she'll also drink martinis from time to time. She likes a filthy martini.
That's something I wish I liked because it looks cool and I love the olives.
Yeah.
Just don't like an espresso martini's okay, but a dirty martini looks really good. But
I like them, and I don't like olives.
That taste.
But again, though, it has to be filthy, not just dirty. It has to have a lot of that salty brine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll go, "Who want olives? Cream cheese stuffed or regular? Regular."
I love a stuffed olive with her. Delicious.
Oh, it was so funny. My mom doesn't drink at all. Last time she drank was Styx concert in 1970 something after prom. And I'll never drink again. But over Christmas, she asked my dad, she's like, Tom, I think tonight I might do a little wine. So pick one out for me. He's like, red or white? And she goes, Tom, I'm going to have a little bit. Just pick one out and put it in my festive glass. I went, she's got. I looked at my dad said, she's got a festive glass. He goes, don't ask. So sure enough, he pulls out like this Christmas themed wine glass, opens a brand new bottle, and pours her a little bit for dinner. And she tries one sip. She's like, oh my God, no. So you opened and wasted a whole bottle of wine.
So you've never seen your mom have a drink of anything?
No.
Yeah, mine. I've never. My mom has never had alcohol the whole time I've known her.
Yeah.
Which is 50-something years.
Yeah. I think
we met about 1969.
My mom wants to be included, though.
Yeah.
And that's why because everybody else was drinking. She's like, she wants, so she'll have my dad make like a Virgin Mary or whatever you call them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because everybody else is drinking. So I think she wants to be included, but she didn't like it.
Yeah, my mom wants she likes Virgin Bloody Mary, which is, tomato juice, spicy tomato juice.
Yeah.
And she tries to get Jody to make her. Can you make one of those margaritas? Just don't put the alcohol in it. And Jody's like, so you want limeade, basically. You want a glass of limeade.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Because that was, when Jody's using a from scratch recipe, she uses a can of that limeade.
Oh, really?
Concentrate in it. And so it's limeade, sugar, tequila, and triple sec. So if my mom doesn't want alcohol in it, that's what she wants, limeade.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to get in the spirit. I get.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of those.
I've never seen my dad drink either.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Me either.
My mom and my dad used to drink Michelob Ultra when in the 90s, and my mom would mix tomato juice in it.
Yeah, it's called a bloody beer.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's not bad. I've tried it.
Michelada.
Mm-hmm.
Was Michelob Ultra around in the 90s?
It was either that or Michelob Light. I can't remember.
It was Michelob Light in the 90s, yeah.
Light.
I couldn't remember which one it was.
I know. I've seen that, too. That does sound good to me.
A bloody beer?
Yeah. I've never tried it, but it does sound good.
Mm-hmm. I think my little friend Jenny's mom drinks them.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Bud Light has its own version, like a canned version of it.
Yeah. That's one of those things that Jody wants to like because it seems so good. Everybody loves it and it looks good to her is tomato juice or Bloody Marys any time. But she just can't
do it?
Yeah.
God, I love a good Bloody Mary.
I can't do a lot of tomato stuff. I mean, yeah.
Gives her indigestion.
Diarrhea. Yeah, it does not agree with me.
That's a good reason, though.
Yeah.
The Sheriff Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Sheriff.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.